then he like looked at me, barked at me, and then went to the other side of the couch and curled up. So I'm like, yeah, fuck you too.
It's like, you don't tell me what to do.
I love this dog. I do
The
love you.
music stop.
Desk music?
All right.
Welcome to our new guy.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. It's sounds like it should be interesting. So we'll see.
Oh, that will be should be interesting, I think. Um, let me talk to you in the other channel for a moment.
Oh no, okay.
All right, I'll be right back, everyone.
Toodles.
All right. So you said you wanted to come in as a former member of the Iron Tide.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, sorry, I got back to you so late. Just whatever is easiest, I guess.
Yeah, it's fine. My idea is maybe during their last attack on an Iron Tide outpost, you may have killed one of their soldiers, and then followed them back, and maybe you decided that this might be your chance to join them. There's a possibility, like you said, that you already know someone here. It might be easier if it was one of the players. One of their characters.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You know, we probably don't have to do it that way, just because I don't know, springing it on them like would be hard at the last minute. So, if you I think just whichever way I show up, that should be fine.
Well, I think it would be interesting if you came from the Iron Tide. It would give you a connection to what's going on rather than just being some guy who is like... I mean, the area they're in, there's no reason you'd be there. It's sort of out in the middle of nowhere. Right. And you are a fighter? Sorry.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so as a mercenary, like... I mean, if you were a wizard or something, there are some old runes here that you could be examining. But yeah, as a fighter, you wouldn't really have much of a reason to be here. So,
okay, yeah, so just like part of the enemy, right?
Yeah, I think part of the Iron Tide forces, and like I said, it might be interesting if you killed one of their soldiers. I don't know if you want to tell them that. That's kind of up to you, but...
the party soldiers?
Yeah, because they have a couple of people they rescued, some of the slaves that the Iron Tide was using. They rescued them, and the slaves were helping fight. And a couple of them died in the last fight. So we could say maybe... Because you used ranged weapons, right? Like you have a bow or something?
No, full melee.
You don't have any ranged weapon, like a javelin or...
I have a hand axe.
Alright,
Two hand axes.
So maybe because they were attacking a tower, and the guys up on the tower killed them, so one of those guys may have been you. Maybe you threw a hand axe down at them or something. I mean, you can use a longbow though, right?
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah, so maybe while you were up there, you were using a bow. I don't know, but yeah, we could say that maybe you killed one of their soldiers, and then after the attack, you managed to follow them back to their hideout because there was a kind of large group of them. So you found them, and maybe there was like, you felt like instead of turning them in, maybe you could join them. The problem is we just have to figure out what you'd say to them when you approached that they wouldn't just kill you, unless you didn't tell them you were Iron Tide. I don't know. I don't know how you want to play that.
Like okay. So I like the idea that I'm chasing them down. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like an enemy, and then maybe I say like I don't want to kill you or turn you in, but I have to, and then maybe that can give them a chance to be like, why, and I can say I don't really agree with them, and maybe they just ask me to join right there.
Well, if you come upon, like, if you go to talk to them while they're at their camp, there's like 5 of them, or 4 of them, and 1 of you. So if you threaten, like, well, I should turn you in, they might just attack you. Or at least, like, realistically, that's what would happen. I mean, obviously, they know you're a player character. Yeah, well, that might be, I mean, I don't know how you want to approach it. I would assume that, yeah, if you approach their camp, you, would go there like thinking of joining them, but if you want to play it more like they have to convince you, I'm not sure how that would work out.
No, yeah, I think. Well, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because I mean, unless like the only way they'd have to convince you is if like you had them on the ropes, like you somehow had like a huge group of guys and you had them trapped. But at that point, like all the Iron Tide soldiers wouldn't, they would just kill them because they don't all want to defect. Although there is some sentiment within the Iron Tide now that the leader, Orcard, has stayed here too long, and a lot of people do want to leave, which might be part of why you want to defect. But you also said that you were growing tired of their some of their tactics, right?
Right.
Okay.
So let me think here.
So if you're okay with it, my suggestion is having you approach their camp and just kind of being honest with them and telling them, like, hey, I used to be with the Iron Tide, but I feel, like this is an opportunity for me to leave because I don't want to be with them anymore. And just explain why your character doesn't want to be with them. And I'm assuming they would be okay with you defecting to their side because you'd also have a lot of information on what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. There's, yeah, I'm trying to think, is there any information you could bring them that would be of value? Well, maybe you could, do you have any abilities for deception or anything like that?
No, pretty low charisma.
Okay, I was gonna say you could maybe do like some spying work. Although I guess you... Alright, well yeah, why don't we just do that? We'll have you approach their camp and you can, yeah, like, I don't want to say you're begging them to, like, spare you, but just that you don't want to be with the Iron Tide anymore. And,
okay. Who did I
yeah.
shoot? Just some rando?
What did you say?
Who did I shoot? Some random... Just some
Yeah,
random guy?
just one of the slaves that they had freed who was helping them fight. I mean, he it's not really an important NPC, but they were sad that they lost some of the people they saved. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I can do that. Yeah.
All right. Unless you have another idea, I think that would probably work well.
Yeah, that's probably just the best way to do it.
Okay. All right. Let's head back in then.
Oh, real quick. I don't know if you read the other question I had.
I might have missed it.
Yeah, can I just I have a great sword and I'm like kind of specialized to use it. Can I just say it's 2 swords but use like the great sword rules? Like for all intents and purposes it would just be a great sword.
Do you mean like a double sword, or what do you mean 2 swords?
Like I know there's dual wielding rules in the game, but
Yeah.
it kind of sucks. So if I just use a great sword but say it's 2 swords, and then if I got like disarmed or something, I would lose both at the same time, you know what I mean? Like mechanically it would be a great sword, but I would just say I have 2.
I mean, yeah, the great sword, I think the heavy weapon rules are a little bit better mechanically. I wouldn't say the 2-weapon fighting's bad, but yeah, it doesn't. It gives you more attacks, but yeah, I can see. Is there a reason why you don't want to use a great sword? Is it just like a flavor thing?
It's just a flavor thing.
I don't think I've. Well, it's simple enough because I usually am okay with like just cosmetic changes. We'll say yes for now, with the caveat if I feel like something's weird about it, I can take it back.
You got it.
All right, but it's probably fine.
All right.
All right.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. I'm gonna head back.
All right.
Star, but no,
All right.
it's Star.
Oh god.
Here we go.
Wait, what?
Would have been real bad.
No,
talk about something else. Let's talk about like literally just
Are you guys trying to like fool the DM? Like,
no. We were talking. I was talking about because technically today is my birthday. I was
Oh,
playing
happy
a
birthday.
game.
Oh yeah, happy
Thank
birthday.
you. I was playing a game like going into today last night, and when they found out it was my birthday, our level 7 characters I got given a deck of many things, and I was just like, okay. And they were all just telling me like, yeah, this one we got this. Like, yeah, that's I'm not paranoid at all.
Seems like a dangerous idea.
Mm,
All right.
it really is.
Patchwork. Looks like you're up for scribe duty this week. Are you okay with that?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, so
Let me get my third inspiration.
yeah.
I still have 2 spare ones.
How do you pronounce your character's name? Shan?
Yeah.
Shen. Could you change your name to Shen in the Roll20? Just because I will forget.
Oh yeah.
Until I get used to it. Ah, there you go. Also, if you use the drop down, you can make it so that it displays your character picture. The drop down in the chat area.
Okay. Yeah. It's coming back to me now.
So
In the chat.
no one. You were the previous scribe, yes?
She used
believe
her
so.
inspiration during the last time.
During your attack on the tower. Do you want to give us a quick recap of last game?
That's not the right notes. Stuff happened.
Very in-depth.
I swear I took notes. I just need to find them.
Aren't they, didn't you post them?
I did. That's probably an easier way to look for them.
Yeah, you just click on the notes and journal.
Yeah, but that means I have to open Discord on my computer.
Wait, don't you have Discord open?
I have it open on my phone.
Oh. Alright. Well, I'll give you a moment.
My computer's old enough that if I'm running Discord and Google Chrome at the same time, then it starts draining battery.
Oh yeah, those are both kind of like RAM heavy. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes happens to mine.
Alright, well, I'll give you a moment.
So,
Like the one time I
Honestly-
had to open stream to hear you.
honestly, 90% of it was just notes on, like, who's going where and who's scouting what. Yeah. 2 soldiers in Shock's group died. But overall they said that they were successful in burning down their tower. I believe Quentin was successful in burning down his tower.
Yes.
Darinu goes off into the forest. And he kind of scouts up to the sort of northeast. I believe. Yeah, no, it's literally just Darinu goes west, Darinu goes east, Darinu goes, yeah, that's just all of my notes. He eventually gets back to camp at around 6:30. Quentin tried to take a short rest a couple of times to get his wild shapes back, and manages it eventually. He goes back to camp. Karen is hanging out in their cage for a bit, and then they eventually let her leave, which is awesome, and she even gets her stuff back. Quentin they're chatting, gets back to camp. Darinu had a couple of levels of exhaustion, which I believe he slept off. Clintock was eventually released by the captain. Karen grabs her stuff. agrees to stop spreading ideas of revolution. Quentin goes scouting, and then Trisha manages to set the watchtower, set her watchtower on fire. Sneak back to camp, and she updated everybody. Quentin was digging tunnels and finished around 5 p.m. Yeah, no, these notes are quite boring. I'm sad to say.
All right. Well,
Finds four ogres in the northeastern forest, along with the northern camp. Scouts towards the south and watches the patrol, making camp, and then goes back at around 8:30.
all right, and I think you had done a rest, if my notes are right. You had
We
camped
did.
the night, yeah. All right, so we'll pick up on the morrow, the next morning. It is pretty early in the morning. Did you get my note, Shan? In Roll20?
Oh, that's actually what I was gonna ask you. Yeah, I think that works.
Okay. So it's around 7 a.m. The group is sort of just getting up and getting ready for the day when one of the guards who's on watch yells that someone is approaching. And you would see...
Whoever's approaching.
Sorry, what?
I shoot at whoever's approaching.
You shoot?
Well, you're just kind of getting up. You would see a fairly heavily armored woman approaching the camp with 2 swords. Her hands are kind of up. She does have markings of the Iron Tide to her.
Definitely looks like someone I should shoot, right?
What would you look like to them?
Okay, let me go ahead and so as she walks towards you, you see she's pretty tall and athletic, right, for a woman. She's got brown hair. It's kind of tied up in like a bun, and she's got not fancy armor, not like you see here. It's like chainmail, rusted a little bit, kind of worn, but still at the same time well cared for. She's like our DM says, she's got 2 swords, one in each hand, one looking a little bit ornate, the other one just a regular iron sword. As she approaches the camp, she kind of throws down both swords and holds up both hands.
You would see Shock grab his sword. Let me get some pictures, as you haven't seen these people before. So one of the people within the camp draws some swords, looking a little worried, also kind of looking around to see if there are other people in the area. He looks like this. He says, "Who are you?"
And still holding my hands in the air. And I don't do a girl voice, so I can't, so I'm not gonna.
That's fine.
So she holds up both her hands and she says, "A friend, someone who can help. You gonna let me into your camp? I'm unarmed, as you can see."
One of the slaves says, "She wears the sigil of the Iron Tide. She must be one of them. This is a trick." Oh, by the way, this is what Shan looks like. I'll give you all the picture. Oh, or I'll delete it. What did I do? Hang on.
Oh, that might have been me, I think, actually, on accident. When I was making a character, I clicked on the wrong thing, I think.
Do you all see your picture?
I don't see a picture.
Which pic?
No.
What?
How about now?
Now
Yeah.
I see the picture. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I do.
So yeah, the former slaves / soldiers are all very nervous. You would see several other people within the camp. Quentin, what would you look like to her?
Oh, right. Let me go to my appearance a bit. So Quinton's a very attractive young man, almost ethereal in how handsome he looks, with tan skin, blue-gray eyes, and dark hair, which he has like tousled, like gel style. Yeah, he's got like a little bit of stubble, and he's like in dark colors, like sleeveless cardigan type thing. Yeah, he's kind of like imagine trendy hippie, like hipster hippie, like that type, modern. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's Quentin.
Do you, Shen, do you have any knowledge nature? Like training, like proficiency in nature knowledge?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Not at all.
Alright, this is something you might have noticed about him. What about... What form are you in, no one? What do you look like right now?
Currently Karen.
Alright, so what would you look like to him? Or her, sorry.
Middle-aged human woman with a blonde bob. She looks like she would definitely demand to speak to the manager.
As one does.
And she's just wearing like regular leather armor at this point. And she probably stinks to no hell because she's been camping for the past like week. And she doesn't look happy.
Alright, Duranu, what about you?
Darinu is a Sapphire Dragonborn, so looks like Sapphire Dragonborn. Currently in half plate, did have his bow drawn on you until you threw your weapons down, and then just sort of looks like you were no longer his problem.
And Patchwork.
I forgot how tall she is, but she is
6 feet.
I read a very, very tall humanoid being made out of metal with like glowing amber eyes. A pretty large backpack and a shield.
Okay.
Alright.
I forgot. She has a glowing rune on her forehead.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, give me one moment.
Do I recognize Shen from the Hobgoblin camp?
I was just gonna whisper you about that.
And
Real quick, Raven. Just so I know, where the insignia of the Iron Tide, where is it? Is it painted on, or is it like a patch?
So for chain armor, it's kind of on the left breast area. It's kind of painted on the chains. It's it's a shield with a wave crashing against it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Did you get my message, Karen? You there, Karen?
I still am.
Did you get the message I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So there's a bit of a tension. Shock says, did you say what you were doing here? Sorry. Yeah, Shock would be like, what are you doing here? Who are you?
Actually, I'm gonna continue disarming. I have a couple of hand axes I'm gonna throw on the ground.
Okay.
I pull out the broken hilt of a sword. It's broken off. And with the broken tip, I scratch 3 lines on the insignia for the Iron Tide. And then I throw the broken hilt onto the pile as well. And I tilt my head like at the guard, like, satisfied?
Shock kind of arches an eyebrow at you. He says, are you with the Tide, or what are you doing here? I don't understand.
Not with the Tide anymore. I can't overlook what they've done so far. And not anymore, anyway. So, here I am. If you'll have me, I'd like to join you. If not, well, Everyone's always looking for a mercenary, and a good one at that.
Shock will again look around nervously and say, "How did you find us? I thought our camp was well hidden."
Not well enough. It was pretty easy. I just looked for where I would make a camp if I was attacking the Iron Tide. I found you right away.
So Shock kind of looks at the group as if
Can I-
looking for some discussion
Can I tell if she's lying?
about the camp thing.
No, about wanting to join us and leaving the Iron Tide.
So between PCs, I don't usually do the rolls, but she seems genuine. She'd be taking hell of a risk if she wasn't. Shock says, well, in war, when you have defectors, they're usually taken prisoner, though in our situation, an extra sword arm could be useful. He just sort of looks to the group again.
In defense, it's not the first Iron Tide to swap sides with us. Although, what about us makes them come and find us? Like, we've had two now. Like, really? Like, do you know Moonbiter? Did you know Moonbiter at all?
Never heard of him.
Okay, that's just even weirder.
Listen, to be honest with you, I've come to hate the Iron Tide. I have a thing about slavery. I don't agree with it. So, I figured I might take them down. Just because, well, I'm a mercenary. That's all I know. And I figured if you're against them, you might as well. Well, it's like a friend of my. What is it? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Random question: if you don't like slavery, why not just free the slaves as you were leaving?
That would be suicide. I'm good, but I'm not good enough to fight the entire Iron Tide.
Well,
Karen, you were in the caves. What do you know about her?
Why on? I was never in the caves. I have no idea what you're talking about. I was never there. I don't know what you're talking about.
she says it. She says it twice just to emphasize it.
Oh no! I just,
Well,
yeah.
I think we could always use extra hands.
There's more than that. I know the schedules and patrol routes that the guards take. If you're trying to get into the camp, I know the best time to do it.
Yeah, no, I already got all that. I spent an entire day doing it. We're good on that.
Shock says, well, it might be helpful to know the exact time.
Quentin, stop talking.
And it might be helpful to have more people in battle.
That I can do.
Hmm.
Are you gonna let me into your camp now? It's getting. My arms are getting tired.
Oh, you
May I
could.
remind you all of the time when Daranu went down 3 times because we didn't have enough frontliners? I say we take her in.
Well, you could put your arms down, Shock says, but I don't know about picking up your weapon just yet, or weapons. If you do, make sure you sheathe them. He says, well, if this was an ambush, they probably would have attacked us by now, so I'm inclined to believe her. Still, this is very suspicious.
Well, the hobgoblins don't tend to be smart enough for such, tricky tactics. So I would say I'm sure it's fine.
Shock kind of looks to Duranu, who's been kind of quiet. He says, what do you think?
No, that's not my choice. Either you guys let him in or I kill him. Kill her.
Well, if there is potential for another sword arm, another skilled mercenary, I say we chance it. Again, if they wanted to bring their forces here and they knew where we were, they could have just attacked us all at once while we were waking up this morning. So,
I mean, we can always do that later.
That would be my vote as well. I think we should let her in. Keep an eye on her, but see what she can do.
That sounds like a yes to me. And I walk past him and I clap him on the shoulder. And if there's a bond, like a campfire, I sit down next to it.
Oh, there's definitely no campfire.
Oh, right.
He says we've been doing our best to stay off the radar of your people, so no lights. But yes, come join
My
us. Well, your former people then. But tell us more of these schedules you say you have of the guard rotations.
Okay. I know that, right?
Yeah. All right. So you would start talking about the different things you know, a lot of which, Karen, from your time or your not time within the caves, apparently that you're keeping hidden. You can corroborate a lot of the information she's giving you. So you think at least the stuff you've seen is legit.
Yeah.
And it does sound like she knows of a good time to attack the northeastern camp where there might be less guards there. Which also kind of goes with what you had seen, Quentin, when you were doing your scouting.
Okay.
But she knows of a more precise time where there's a window where they're the most vulnerable, which kind of syncs up with what you saw, but is a little bit more precise, if that makes sense.
How long of a window do we have?
It's about, so there's a window between when the slaves are first brought there. At one point, the people who brought them there take off to go help some of the hunters in an escort. So there's about, let's say, like a half-hour window where there's a few less people there. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a pretty sizable window, assuming that you, attack during that time period. Might be a good time to free more of them. But what do you want to do? About 7:30 at this point.
So, do we want to go and attack the camp, or do we want to just take out the ogres, or what?
Oh, the precise window is from about 3:30 to 4.
AM. Yeah.
Good.
Shock says, if you're going to attack that fort, taking out the ogres might be a good idea, just to make sure they don't come in as reinforcements, though you'd have to do it somewhat quietly.
I've seen them. They're nasty. We should get rid of them.
Oh, I just realized I didn't have the map up. Hang on. Whoop.
Daranu, how do you feel about going up against ogres again?
Yeah, fine.
Alright, do you see the map okay?
I see a little circle.
Is it all black for you?
Mostly.
All
Not
right.
all black. There's a little circle of...
That's like range of sight.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's because you weren't here during the reveal of the map, which makes sense, though you would... Let's see, is there anything hidden? You would know what the area looks like, so I'm just going to reveal it for everyone since you all have it marked out already. One moment.
Oh.
And I think if I turn it back on... Now is it all revealed for you?
It was for a
No.
minute.
Oh, it
Yeah.
went turned off again? Alright. Is there a way I could just reveal it without that? Here, you know what I could do? I could just increase the sight for everyone. What about now?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So I do want to keep the line of sight. I just wanted it to be mapped out. So do you see it kind of grayed out now?
Yeah, works.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's basically what I want to do. All right. So yeah, you kind of know the layout of the areas, and the camp you are talking about is this one up here.
Yeah.
That's the one where you know of a good window to possibly attack it, and that's also where the ogres are. You know that the Iron Tide kind of has a tenuous agreement with the ogres. They aren't exactly allies, but they kind of follow the tide around because they give them a bunch of food and other things, and they just don't attack the tide, but they kind of wander and protect areas, if that makes sense.
Okay.
There's a bunch of ogres that the tide is allied with that sort of follow them on their excursions. They are sometimes a bit of a liability, as they can easily get aggressive and attack the soldiers, but that's generally why the tide just doesn't go near them and just lets them do their own thing.
Oh.
All
And
right.
so they're probably pretty stupid. We could lure them away and kill them quietly, and then be able to attack the camp without fear of having them flank us.
Shock nods. He says, that could be a good idea, or that could work. How do you think we could lure them away?
I don't know if they are smart enough to have to leave behind anybody to watch their holdings. If we just make ourselves seen and then retreat, I'm willing to bet they'll follow us.
He says, it is a wooded area. It's going to be hard to move quickly or use your horse, he says, looking to Duranu.
If
No,
anyone was going to distract them, I'd say me, just because I'd be quicker.
I don't need the horse to move quicker through the forest.
He says,
We
all
could
right.
set a
but
trap.
Quentin could fly.
For a
Sorry.
minute.
So Quentin can fly for a minute, so the forest wouldn't be a problem for him during that time.
What about me and the troops? Is there anything you want us to do? Should we just stay hidden for now?
Yeah.
Alright, well, it sounds like we have a bit of a plan then, at least to get rid of the ogres, then maybe a few hours later attack the fort itself.
I like it. We'll set a trap in the woods. Should be easy.
Shaka nods to you, and he whispers, he walks over to Karen and sort of whispers to you, is any of the things she's saying true? From your experience in the cave.
So far, yes.
Hmm.
I do remember her. She was agreeing with a lot of the, revolution, dissenting ideas.
He nods and says, does she recognize you?
She wouldn't.
Alright, all the same, I think you all should keep an eye on her. And then he kind of speaks up after the quick whispers to Karen and says, I'll keep a watch on camp. I'm not sure where Shaith has gone. I haven't seen her since last night. So I'm hoping she's alright, but yeah. I guess for now, the best thing we could do is try to get more of our people back.
Out of curiosity, because I don't like that Shafe's vanished, can I, survival, nature, check if I can tell where she's gone?
How would you do that?
Survival?
Like tracking?
Yeah.
I would also like to track Shafe.
So there are a lot of trails at the camp itself because there are a lot of people walking around here. Finding her trail in particular is going to be extremely difficult. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Okay. And Duranu? Okay.
Damn, high wisdom here.
So you're going through all the different sets of tracks in the area. You would find one that's slightly smaller than all the soldier boots. It could be Karen, but it might be Shaith as well. Give me survival. Again, this is going to be really difficult. Okay. So, Quentin, you think that she went north from here sometime in the evening yesterday?
Okay, can I? Alright, question. How
So
much
it
do we want to
looks like,
follow to see where she's gone?
real quick, it looks like she may have snuck out of camp.
Yeah,
Cool.
I don't like that.
Is this a
Alright,
friend of yours?
Yeah. Question is, how much do we want to know where she's gone?
Shock nods. He says, I noticed this morning she wasn't with us. I'm sorry, I should have mentioned something earlier. I thought maybe you all had sent her off to scout or something.
Okay, so we need to follow Shape then.
Okay.
He says, I hope she's alright. It's a little odd she didn't say anything.
Yeah, or suspicious.
He kind of looks at Shan. He says, a lot of suspicious things happening this morning.
Right.
And then looks back at the group. Well, I'll hold
Yeah,
down the fort here, whatever you all want to do.
Yeah, can we try and follow her tracks? I at least want to know if she's gone to the entrance to the cave.
Yeah, so you have a bit of a trail to follow. It's gonna be easier, or a little easier now that you've kind of distinguished her footprints from the other ones here. We'll say that probably took you a little while, maybe about another hour passed. So it's about 8:30 in the morning now. But yeah, it looks like she went north, if you want to try to follow her. Northeast, towards the tower. Or former tower.
I'd like to follow
Yep.
and see, because, yeah, no. My spidey sense is tingling.
Alright, is everyone going?
Yeah.
Alright, so you get your stuff together, and you start to follow the trail in Quinton.
I don't think I got technically invited, but I'll tag along anyway.
Shock says, yeah, you should probably go with them.
Oh yeah, you're not leaving my bow range for now.
What did you say?
She's not going anywhere where I can't shoot.
Oh, okay. Bow range.
You
I
gonna
bet-
hold me at bow point the whole way over there? That'll be suspicious.
Alright,
Not at bow point, but
keep you within range. Alright,
Yeah.
so you're moving north. The trail seems to go into the hills. At this point, there are a couple of other trails. Looks like tracks, though. You don't think they're related. They look a lot older to you. However, it's making it difficult to continue. I need another survival check.
They look like people tracks or wild animal tracks?
People tracks. Possibly Iron Tide searching the area at some point. Alright.
great. Yeah,
Is anyone helping you? I'll take up to one other survival check.
yeah. I'm just rolling it now.
I
I'm
could.
doing it with point of inspiration.
Okay,
Right,
so you get a little lost, Quentin. Luckily, Duranu picks up, or wait. Oh, I
21.
see. You rolled 21. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll take the first two, 20, 17, and 20. So yeah, you're able to continue following the trail, which is leading you towards the destroyed tower. You see in the distance a group of hobgoblins approaching. It's kind of hard to see them from here. You're fairly out of sight, but I do need stealth checks at advantage because you're in the hills.
Whew.
I assume you're trying to be stealthy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Are we all stealthy?
Oh, thank
I'll take
Oh,
God.
I'll take the top
Thank
three
God
rolls.
thank God for the advantage.
Well, you're in heavy armor, so that would cancel out. So you got the 3.
It's still a 3.
Fuck.
Okay, hang on a sec.
20,
Sorry about
so-
Oh, I clicked the wrong one.
that. I can't.
18.
For some
18.
reason, I can't interact with my sheet. Oh, well now it's letting me edit it. I might be able to just do that.
You should just be able to click on stealth. 10.
I think I
Uh,
have disadvantage though.
it
Is
would
it
be
chain?
a wash,
Oh,
and it should tell you of disadvantage. You have the chainmail in your inventory.
yes.
That's weird. I wonder why it didn't do that. All right, so 18, 25, and 10, because you guys are kind of covering for each other at a distance. You don't think they noticed you. They're also pretty far away at this point. They're kind of up on the hills. It looks like the group might be keeping an eye out. They're not patrolling, though, not like the others you've seen. What do you want to do?
How much do we want to know where she went?
We need to
No,
know
we're
where
out.
she went.
We're out here already, so we might as well just keep following her.
All right, everyone. Do you want me to go alone, and I can maybe do it better?
Oh,
No.
I probably shouldn't continue here. I'm too
I can
loud.
be my fox, which can be very stealthy.
I'll go with you, Quentin.
All right.
Same.
Okay, I'm gonna do the chimeric fox again because I like it.
All right, so the rest of the party waits here. The two of you
I think
get.
Karen and Darano are coming with me as well.
Okay. So
Or is it just Karen?
I'm not leaving Patchwork with Sean.
doesn't trust her yet. All right, so the two of you who are going, give me stealth checks.
Yeah. And I get it at advantage with this.
Take the time to turn into Trisha.
Okay, 13,
13. God.
19. All right, so you two continue following the trail. It looks like it goes to the destroyed tower, at which point there is another set of tracks. Give me another survival to try to determine what's going on.
Okay, no, that's
Both
Harry.
of us,
I don't-
or
I mean, if you want to try, you can roll as well.
I don't have it trained.
You could take a look anyway. You might know
I
something.
don't have it trained. I'm just very good, fortunately.
Yeah, you don't know. There's some tracks here. They may have been at the same time. They might not have been. You have no idea. But you don't see where her tracks go from here. It just sort of like taper off. She may have still been heading north east, or possibly
Are there
north.
any, other than the tracks that look like they follow the routine we roughly know that the orcs
Oh.
and hobgoblins have done going down?
Real quick, do
Uh,
either of you have training in survival? Quentin, you do?
No, I don't have training.
Okay.
I've just got a +5 from my wisdom.
Yeah, that's all you get then. It
Okay,
seems
so-
it almost seems like she vanishes, like the tracks just kind of disappear.
But there's only tracks that go south and north. There's not like tracks that shoot off in random directions like east, west.
No, there's no sign. So it looks like she may have met someone here, but then both sets of trail or tracks just disappear.
Okay. Right. I'll kind of quietly yip at Karen, Trisha, and start walking back to where the other guys are.
Yeah, I mean you're still pretty far away from these guys. Each square is like 1,000 feet, so they are a good distance. But you head back to the party, the group.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, before we go, I'm just gonna say to Quentin, like, should we just keep going and see if we can find the trail, like keep heading in this direction?
I'll just start heading north and kind of like northeast, like over here, a little bit out of the sight of them.
All
See
right.
if I can pick up anything.
At this point, you'd probably need someone else to take a look at it. I mean, you walk around in the area, but you don't find any more signs of passage. At least none that look like that they belong to Shaith. There's probably a bunch of patrols that have come through here, but yeah, her particular trail seems to be gone, or at least you can't find it.
and I start walking back again.
Okay. Are you going back to the camp, or are you gonna keep trying to go northeast?
I'm
What do you
gonna
do?
head back. I'm gonna head back to the
The
group.
group. All right.
If I don't think I can pick up the track at all, I'm not gonna like just wander around.
All right. The two of you, give me stealth checks. Alright, so you are very stealthy. So a few moments later, you rejoin the party. Probably about another half hour or so passed. What do you all want to do?
I want to ask a question. Who is this person to you? Is she like your prisoner? You seem like really interested in finding her.
She's a person, that's all you need to know for now.
All right. She shrugs. Have it your way,
She's,
but the longer we're out here, the
she's
easier it'll
an-
be for them to find us.
She's an ally of some sort, but she has a similar motive, similar goals to us, but is not necessarily part of our collaboration.
Hmm.
So you two managed to lose her. Okay.
It's not like you were there to help.
Good point. I'm gonna get changed.
So what are you all going to do?
I'm gonna
Darren
get
is getting
changed.
changed.
Sorry, what?
Darren is getting changed. He's changing out of his heavy top.
What are you changing into?
My leather armor.
Oh, okay, for stealthing. Got it. Alright, so you start taking off your chain, getting into your leather. What about the rest of you? What's the plan?
I'm just sitting and waiting for Darren.
Yeah. Oh, we could say he finishes. 10 minutes goes by. The hobgoblins to the north still don't seem to notice you. They've just been kind of sitting there, keeping an eye out. It's kind of odd that they're just out here in the plains like this. At least the others were patrolling.
Hmm. Is this one of their camps?
This was actually the tower I was telling you about, where you were
Oh.
stationed.
Oh, okay, I remember. This looks familiar. Huh. Kind of weird that they're standing around there like that, right? If it's destroyed, why are they still there?
Yeah.
Very weird.
You're the one who would know.
That's true. I would know. Do I know why they're there, Raven?
So you hadn't taken a look at the patrols this morning. You're guessing that they're keeping a lookout in case the people who destroyed the tower come back. You're not sure why they'd be doing it. Give me an insight check, probably.
Inside.
Let's see if you can come up with anything. Yeah, you're not too sure.
Damn it. Okay. Well, then I guess we just avoid them for now.
Yeah, you would guess. I mean, you can't see from here, but you would guess they probably have horns. And if they blow those, reinforcements will come very quickly.
Oh. All right.
So, what do you all want to do then? You see, Duranu now has his leather armor on.
Do you guys want to head back to camp or head to the slave encampment we were planning on attacking? And I'll check this out and meet up.
I'm good to wait at our ambush point so that we can get this plan rolling.
Might as well. Though, could we do pass without a trace?
You certainly could if you want to spend the spell.
I'm asking the others because I don't
Oh.
have the spell. Yeah.
No, because I'm in fox form.
I don't think you guys need to stealth yet.
Quinn.
You guys can just sort of leave and go round and up to the camp.
Quentin yips. Yeah, you do remember that they stopped sending patrols this far south after the towers were destroyed. At least from what you saw last time.
From my scouting thing, they don't patrol down south. It's just from where we are north, so you should be all right.
All right.
So are you splitting up? Is Duranu going somewhere and the rest of you are going somewhere else? All right.
Quinton in fox form will go with Durano.
Okay, and the
Yeah.
rest of you are heading to where?
So that camp, right? I want to get where
Oh, the northern camp where the ogres are?
that's where I
Yeah.
was headed.
We're gonna
Alright,
head the long way around.
so I'll do you all first. How do you want to get there?
Since I know kind of like roughly where the guards are posted, can we just kind of like avoid those areas and just kind of walk over there?
So
Or is that like
the easiest way to do it, because all I mean these dotted lines are the patrol paths. You probably want to go east and out into the open plains, basically off the map, and go all the way around, which will take a few extra hours, but it'll keep you out of the out of danger of any of the patrols seeing you. The other way, which is more dangerous, is to try to sneak along the patrol routes, but that would probably require more stealth.
I say we just go around and we have the time.
Okay.
That.
But I mean, I guess that's up to you, Kit.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just go around, I guess.
Alright, so half of the group is going that way, and, well, most of
Oh,
the... Yeah.
by the way, Shan, a middle-aged white woman with a blonde bob left, and then an orc woman came back
With red hair.
with red hair who looks super like condescending and not happy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's. I that is weird, but I don't think I'm in a position to ask too many questions right now.
Do you have any Arcana training?
I do not.
Yeah, so that's weird. You might not even know it's the same person. It's like, we have an orc with us? Weird.
Yeah, I haven't figured out who else is in the party just yet. They all kind of look the same.
Alright, so you're splitting up. I'll say for now, you all are coming kind of down and around this way. Duranu, what are you doing?
Fine shave.
So if you're trying to follow her tracks, first I need a... Is someone with you or is it just you?
I think Quentin's following me for some reason.
Alright, so first I need a stealth check. Okay. Oh wait, you're in the hills, so it would be an advantage. So go ahead, roll again. Okay, that's a little better. So they don't see you. You kind of find the same thing as you get to the tower. The trail seems to meet with another one. A survival check could tell you more. Alright, you're getting... So, alright, you get a little bit more than Quentin did, because you have some training. You would guess that Shaith met someone. Also someone who looks smaller, like her, like smaller feet. Possibly either elven or maybe like a smaller female. Then the tracks disappear. You would guess they were covered up. Someone who knew survival covered these trails. You're not sure where they went after this.
Maybe
Did
Sophia's
both,
up there.
did both sets of trails leave together before they were covered up?
You're not sure. You think Shaith went north from here, but the other set of tracks is just gone. It could be passed without trace. It could be someone covering their tracks who has knowledge like you, because you did something like this earlier. But yeah, you're not sure. You don't see where they go from here, either of them. You have a sneaking suspicion that Karen went north from here. Or not Karen, Shaith went north from here.
I guess we try and pick up the tracks
Random-
again and head north.
Random stupid question. Can we tell where the other person's tracks came, like, not where they've left, where they came from to meet them?
So you can follow the other set of tracks backwards if you want.
Just because
Although you're in fox form, so you can't really talk to Duranu
No, I
right
know.
now.
I just wondered if I can pick. If we can pick. If I can pick them up and see where they are, and see to know if they're heading north or south. The other person's trap.
So give me a survival check if you're sniffing around. You think that whoever it was came from the mountainous or mountain areas, from the east of you,
Oh, okay. Right.
which is a little odd.
Yeah, if Duranu heads north, I'll follow him. I'm not drastically worried about the person who's come from the mountains because it's not setting off. Yeah,
So,
I more want to know where Shafe's gone as against where this random person came from the hills.
are you just heading straight north towards the hobgoblins, or what are you
I'm
doing?
following Duranu.
I meant Duranu.
Heading north a little bit, see if I can pick these tracks back up.
So, stealthing, trying to stay out of their view.
Yeah.
Alright, it will be easier for them to see you, but go ahead and make a stealth check.
Still at advantage, or
Yeah, still advantage. The hills help you stay hidden. So you're heading north. What's your passive perception?
17.
Mine's 22.
So you get up north. Give me another survive, or yeah, give me another survival check as you're kind of looking around. One. So you get north a bit. There are lots of tracks in this area. You see several different patrols moving past. Because again, yeah, you're kind of close to the patrol point. You would see, in fact, there is a group coming down from the north along the path. Who don't seem to see you yet. You haven't picked up Karen's trail, or I keep saying Karen. You haven't picked up Shaith's trail yet, though. What do you want to do?
Come on then, Fox Boy. Let's head back to camp.
Alright, so you're heading back?
Yeah.
Alright,
Can
so-
we see from where we're at if Karen managed to burn down the tower that's just there?
It looks like the tower is heavily damaged, but it's still up.
Okay, cool.
So they must have gotten it out after she left. That said, there's no one up in the tower right now. There are hobgoblins at the bottom of it, you can see. But yeah, it might be structurally compromised right now.
That explains why the patrol's down the bottom. Yeah, that's all right. Are we heading back to camp, or are we heading to the group that's going off to attack the northeast?
Back to camp so we can catch up to the group.
Okay.
Alright, give me a stealth check as you sneak away. Or two. I guess, Quentin, you don't have to worry as much, because in fox form they probably won't think much of you.
I
Alright,
get advantage in this form anyway.
yeah. So you head back, and your plan is to go back to camp and then head out to look for the party, or...?
Head back to
It's running
camp,
once
grab the
before.
horse.
I don't think you
Well-
set up a meeting point, unfortunately.
No, we didn't. Which is why moving faster than them will be important.
Alright.
I'll put my horse plate back on and then mount up.
Alright, so some time is passing during the day. The party takes the long way around, going out into the plains. Then you would come back in to the forest up here.
I do want to ask. I do want to ask Shen something quickly.
Okay?
Yes.
So, Shen, listen. This might be a strange question, but what do you know about the rat?
The rat. I don't know if I know what you're talking about. Raven, do I know what she's talking about?
You have no idea.
Okay. Yeah, I have. I guess I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry.
I'll look at her kind of carefully and
Yeah, it being doesn't seem like she knows what you're talking about.
Did you have a run-in with a rodent problem recently?
Certainly a rodent mystery.
I don't know much about animals. You
Well,
probably have to ask that friend of yours that turns into animals. Wait, have I
yes.
seen that? I did see that, right?
Yeah, you saw him turn into a fox.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, that is the question I have.
All right.
Anyways,
So, yeah, you would arrive here several hours later. It's probably around noon now. You're not sure where Duranu is. He's been gone for a bit. What do you want to do?
keep heading towards camp. Slowly.
Keep heading towards camp? What do you mean?
Like we're going to find the ogres, aren't we?
Oh, I see. So you're heading into the woods. Give me... Are you trying to be stealthy?
No, are we, guys?
Are the ogres in the woods?
That is what you were told. Although
I was
Quentin isn't with you right now, or not you because you weren't with the group at the time, but according to Quentin, there were some ogres southeast of the camp that you want to attack.
I'd have told them they were in the woods. I'd have told them they were around the woods when I saw them, so they'd know.
Yeah. So yeah, you think they might be in this forest somewhere. The pack of ogres.
Okay, so I probably want to be stealthy. I don't know about you.
So we do want to go in right now.
At least a little bit, so
Because
we can hide.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm kind of loud.
You both are quite clunky.
That's
Yeah.
true. We shouldn't go far. Maybe just in the inside of these trees, so we can, stay out of sight.
Yeah. Well, unlike Daranu, I can't take the metal off. I'm sorry.
Just be aware if you see something in there, there's a chance it will see you as well, depending on how stealthy you are.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast enhance ability on me. Then I'm kind of.
Wait. Before you do that, why don't I just go in and check it out, see where they are, maybe, and get a lay of the land while you guys wait out here.
Yeah,
I'm cool
could
with that.
work.
Alright, so you're gonna...
Just please don't take as long as you did last time.
I apologize.
3
for that.
days, yeah.
3 days later,
You
Karen comes
really
back.
worried me.
I'm sorry about that, but listen, you don't have to worry about me. Don't feel like you have to waste any energy on that.
Well, I know you can do this, but I'm still going to worry.
Oh, you don't need to worry.
A
Please.
stealthy orc. Now I've seen it all. Because you're an orc right now, right?
Yeah. Trisha.
Yeah, she isn't wearing armor. She's not wearing hide armor like you usually see on the orcs with the Iron Tide, but yeah, she is definitely bigger looking than other normal people, or I shouldn't say normal, but other races.
Like humanoids.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Karen. Or, yeah, Karen.
Trisha.
Oh, you're marked as Karen. Alright, Trisha, yeah. Trisha. Alright, 15. So you head into the woods, trying to keep as quiet as possible. As you get a little bit more in, maybe like 1,000 feet or so, you start to hear noises to the northwest of you. And in the distance, you would see large humanoids kind of lumbering around. What's your passive perception?
9.
Okay. Yeah, they're definitely giants over there. That's all you get.
I will get closer and try to kind of make note of where they are, how many.
So you move closer. Give me a stealth check.
And can I seduce them?
It might not be a good
Are you a
idea.
bot?
Welcome to Trisha.
You can certainly try. But 13. Yeah, these things don't seem very perceptive. One of them is scratching his face, the other one's picking his nose. The other one is taking a bite out of a deer carcass that's laying there. And yeah, the fourth one is just kind of wandering around like swatting at butterflies. So none of them seem very interested. None of them notice you, that's for sure.
In a clearing, or like, are they all together?
No, they're not in a clearing. They're in the forest. They're in heavily wooded areas.
Alright, so they're just trees and...
Alright, after a moment, they start wandering north. And you don't see them anymore.
I'll head north, and I'll just follow them.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
Do you want one from Fluffy as well?
Fluffy, I'm thinking he would have stayed with Shen, because you kind of told him to keep in... Well, let me see.
I told him to follow Karen, but kill Shan, and Fluffy rolled a 9 on a wisdom check to see what they should do when they split up, so Fluffy's following Karen.
Okay, yeah, sure, give me a stealth check from Fluffy as well. Okay. So as you're wandering north, Trisha, Fluffy starts hissing and poking at you as if he wants you to back off. You gonna listen to him?
Nope.
Alright. Roll for initiative. Just kidding, but sort of kidding. Hang on, let me get a battle mat.
Alright, you take,
shit.
you take 20,000 points of damage, and you die.
So, as you're wandering through the woods, Fluffy seems to be worried and he's poking at you. You're kind of like, shut up. And suddenly you hear rustling in the trees ahead of you. So... Let's see. Karen or Trisha. Alright, I gave you different sides to your token. Can you... Oh, wait. Yeah, you can see yourself, but it is daytime, so let me turn on the lights. You see yourself in the area, right?
Yes.
Alright, so to the north of you, something comes crashing out of the trees.
I can guess what it is.
It sniffs looking down towards you. Give me initiative rolls.
It's just for Trisha right now, right?
Yeah, I can give you all sight on what's going on, I guess.
Yay.
Guys, keep splitting up.
Oldest
way.
rule of D&D: don't split the
I
party.
could have done enhanceability.
Try to enhance ability you.
Well, then I would have been average, stealth-wise.
Do you
Hey guys, I have a plan.
do you all see what's going on?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So initiative for the ogre. Looks like the
Only one.
Oh yeah, Fluffy's there too. Yeah, there's only one of them. But it looks like the first to go, and you can roll initiative for your pet too, since he's following her.
I did. It did
Alright.
roll for it to start with. It's a 3 plus 12, so...
Yeah. So the first to act is going to be no one. The ogre roars at you, looking angrily as it hoists looks like a tree trunk over its head and is starting to move towards you. What are you going to do?
Run.
So you're going to try to just retreat off the map?
Yeah, action dash, bonus action dash.
All right.
Movement.
Run away!
What is the Drake companion going to do? Is it going to follow no one, or is it going to try to engage this thing?
It's gonna be a good boy.
It's going to give her, alright, give her some cover as she retreats. So go ahead and give me an attack on it. It rushes over.
Unless I tell it to.
That's true. I'll say it can attack. This is, we'll say it's like you're dead right now, special since you're not there. It just does kind of whatever. Yeah, so it comes up snapping. 19 will strike. The ogre seems very upset and confused by this little lizard snapping at his heels. So he takes 5. He is going to roar, hoisting his club above his head. Luckily, he is slow, and you are able to dodge. So he does not hit you. No one. You see the lizard engaged with the ogre. Do you want to try to help it or just get the fuck out?
Fluffy, get your ass over here.
Alright, so you yell at the Drake, who does not seem to be... I'm assuming he's not going to listen to you. 'Cause
Doesn't understand her.
That's true, yeah. It's like yelling at a dog. But he's too busy fighting right now. So yeah, do you want to keep running or do you want to do something else?
No, I'm gonna keep running. I know Fluffy won't die.
Fluffy will be remembered. Fluffy, what are you doing? Well, maybe he'll kill the ogre, you never know. Snap bites him for another 3. The ogre is at this point just swinging wildly with this stupid little lizard thing that keeps biting his heels. Fluffy is smacked for 10 bludgeoning. No one retreats. Do we want to keep doing the battle, or will we just... well, let's see if Fluffy can win. Go ahead, Fluffy. Take an attack.
Fluffy can't kill a
Is he
guy.
winning? I don't think I can't tell if he's winning.
He's biting him. The ogre doesn't look wounded yet. The ogre is going to swing back 17? Yeah,
Hit.
that's going to strike. Dealing 17. Oh, yeah, that's going to take Fluffy down. So there is a loud bang. You hear back from the fight. No one. But luckily you had a few rounds to retreat at this point, so you're pretty far from the area. And the ogre's probably not smart enough to find you.
Does Daranu know when Fluffy goes puff?
I think so.
I'm
But
just
he
heading
can like
back
be
to-
summoned. He can be summoned back, right?
Now, I'm wondering if Daranu's going to freak out because Fluffy's just gone puff and he doesn't know what's gone on.
There's
Alright.
no real connection when it's out of range, so probably not.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably not. Alright. So, a little while later, you all would see Trish come running out of the forest, panting a little.
I'm guessing you found our targets.
They found
Or,
them. They found me. Well, at least they found Fluffy. You know. They
The
didn't
last,
find me.
the last you saw them was this area. But yeah, Fluffy. You knew Fluffy was with you. He was following you. I should have mentioned that, but yeah.
Does Trisha look hurt?
No, she looks fine. She just looks like she was
Okay.
running a bit.
Alright. That's good.
Whew.
How many were there?
So-
Can we take them?
So, are ogres intelligent enough to warn others?
I mean, they speak giant.
I'm asking Shan.
Yeah.
Do I know that? Let me see.
So you
Yeah,
can
we're
kind of tell them what I told you before, that the ogres and the Iron Tide have a tenuous alignment with each other. Alliance, not alignment. Alliance with each other. They don't generally do things like report findings, just because they don't really. They kind of follow the Iron Tide, but they don't necessarily take orders from them. They just get kind of spoils from them from time to time, like food and shiny things. So they know that, like, generally speaking, they don't attack them.
And they're
Why
like,
did they attack me?
They didn't know
they
you.
don't, they didn't attack the Iron. They don't attack the Iron Tide, but they attack intruders.
They definitely attack people, and generally they will attack the Iron Tide too if they don't have the insignias. That's what they look for, the shiny armor insignias.
Oh, which I don't have anymore. Okay.
Well, you have it. It's just all scratched up, right?
I gouged 3 lines in it. But I think are they smart enough to warn the others of their kind, like their pack or whatever?
Probably. And probably like, I saw something over there, but it ran away. I mean, not like strategic militarily, like, oh, we should set up watches, but they probably mention it's like, hey, I saw a deer over there, or like, hey, I saw that over there. Yeah.
So I think I have a plan.
Okie doke.
I think we should, like, they're in a fairly dense forested area. I think we can lure them individually away from each other and take them out. The 3 of us.
Should we wait for your friends?
Are you sure?
I don't know how long they're going to be.
Okay. I'm always ready for a fight.
What do you guys think?
I'm ready to save your lives if this goes wrong.
We can take a single ogre, but you have to be the bait. You're faster than me.
That's fair.
Are you gonna lure it out here?
Now, Fluffy, she turns around and sees that Fluffy's not there. Well, fuck. Told you to follow me. Goodness gracious. Yes.
Fluffy is a loyal dragon dog. She just bit at the thing that was threatening you.
She's such a good girl.
Wait, it's a girl?
You don't know.
She is now.
Doesn't matter what Durano says, she's an official lady.
Yep.
It was always just like a dragon. I didn't even think about that.
I mean, dragons have genders too, but
yeah, but yeah.
Who's gonna check?
It's true.
I was just going along.
All right, so
No,
you're not.
Excuse me, Mrs. Dragon. Let me just check that you are what you say you are. Have you laid an egg yet?
Yeah. So are you waiting for Duranu, or are you going to try to go in and fight without him?
I mean, I'm kind of assuming that he and Quentin are off-tracking Shaith. And I don't know how long that's gonna be.
If the others want to do this, I'm not just gonna stay here alone.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can I make an intelligence check to see if we could take them?
I mean, yeah, you can make an intelligence check. It would be more nature. If you had nature knowledge, you'd know more about ogres.
I have nature.
Sure, give me if you ask the group, yeah, go ahead, make a nature check, Patchwork. 16. Ogres are dangerous to fight head to head. They're easily tricked. Generally, if you can help it, you don't want to fight them directly. You can usually trick them if you're smart. If you do want to fight them, you definitely want someone who is defensive to take the blows while you take them out from a distance, because they hit really hard.
Oh, it sounds like you're in luck. Because you know somebody like that.
Yeah, I can do distance.
As can I.
I think Shen meant her. She can take
Yeah,
them
I know.
head to head.
And I added that if she can do the defensive stuff, I can do the distance.
I think. What if you're gonna bait them out here, right?
Yes.
Or what if I climb this tree and then like drop on top of its head when it comes out? Can I do that?
That would. That would be interesting. And then you could grapple it while we try to kind of
So ogres are very strong. Getting into a grappling contest with them is dangerous.
I was just gonna jump on it and stab it or something.
Yeah, I mean jumping on something doesn't give you much of a. I mean, it might be good for a little extra damage, but you could also take damage yourself and fall prone if you're not careful. So if you're not, it depends on your acrobatics. If you're acrobatic, you could probably pull it off. If not, it would be dangerous.
Okay, I'll just ambush it the regular way then.
It would be an epic move, and I encourage it personally. But
rolling those dice. All right, so you're gonna try to set up an ambush in the forest here and have them lured out to you.
Yes.
Just one of them. We're gonna do this one at a time.
All right. So who is going to try to lure them out?
That would be me.
Okay. So let me find a forest map for this battle.
I'm gonna sneak in. I'm gonna find the ogres. Do they kind of were they hanging out all together, or were they pretty separate?
They were kind of in the same area. You just happened upon one. There may have been more in the area.
Okay, I'm gonna find one that's by themselves.
Alright, so the areas you're in are pretty heavily wooded. Lots of difficult terrain. I'll pull what is it? 3 of you on that are ambushing. So Shan, I guess 2 of you. It's only Shan and Patchwork here. So the enemies are probably going to come from the north if she's luring them here. Where do you want to hide on the map?
Coming from the north, you said?
The map.
Yeah.
Over here.
Okay. What about you, Patchwork? Where do you want to be?
I need to click on my icon so I can. Well, if you there. I'd probably
I will warn you, Karen. The ogres. You can just move yourself there. The ogres are faster than you. Being giants, they are speed 40 and you're 30. You know that. So they could probably. Yeah.
I have So they have if they're dashing, they have a total of 80 feet.
Yes.
I have 90.
All right.
Oh.
So as long as you don't get tired, you can probably stay ahead of them. Because you do have to worry about athletics over long periods of exertion.
And I believe my blade song also gives me an extra 10 feet of movement.
Yeah, that only lasts a minute though, and you'd be running for a while.
Oh, would I?
Yeah, oh yeah, this is a couple of thousand feet through the trees. It's also, it's difficult terrain because there's no paths or anything. So it would be,
can we set up the ambush closer then?
Yeah, sure, if you want.
Oh, sure, yeah, I can move wherever.
So give me stealth checks as you're moving through the woods.
Ideally with a couple hundred.
Let's see how I do.
A few hundred feet rather than 1,000.
Oh, that's great. It's great for me.
I think it's the 4.
It's actually really awesome for you.
4. Okay, so 4, 14, and 20.
I need to stop rolling natural 20s because I'm wasting them.
Yeah. Luckily, Shan is kind of covered by the other 2. And as you're moving into the woods, you would see the ogres again. They are in a small clearing up ahead. And yeah, it looks like it is all 4 of them again.
Ooh.
Ooh, we can maybe lure one away.
Can we?
We could try.
We could not try.
Duranu. Real quick, I'll switch to you for a moment. So you are riding your horse, giving you some more speed, trying to catch up to the group. I assume, are you looking for their trail, or how are you going to try to find them?
Oh, yeah, I can track no one fairly easily.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
You can't track me.
I can specifically track you. I have advantage for tracking you. 24.
Damn it.
So yeah, you do pick up their trail. After going back to camp, you kind of go back, then come back to where in the area you saw them, and you would find no one's trail easily because yeah, you have advantage to her kind, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Archie has advantage tracking Faye, not tracking no one specifically.
yeah. But you are Faye, right? Do you count as Faye?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So I
I
don't know.
I am a normal human woman.
Quote unquote. All right. So yeah, you would.
Track that I happen to know how to follow.
Yeah. So you do find her trail. It seems they went all the way out into the plains. They were taking the long way around. Tracking them on horseback quickly, you would have to do it at disadvantage. So luckily, I think it would be a wash because you would have advantage from her and disadvantage from trying to do it quickly. So go ahead and give me another roll.
Well, realistically, I know where they're going. They're going to the woods on the north, so I'm heading to the woods. Once we get to the woods, I don't need to be on horseback to follow them.
Do you want to go the long way, or do you want to try to go the quick way through the danger territory?
No, we're going to go the long way around on horseback, just so we're a bit quicker. And then when we get to the woods, I can start tracking them. I don't need to track them before we get to the woods.
Alright, so you're just trying to get to the northern wooded area, then look for her trail. The only issue with that is finding her trail might be a bit difficult once you're up there because it's a large area. So if you don't track her all the way there, you're taking a risk of losing the trail. But if you want to do it that way, you can. It'll be a lot quicker.
Yeah, I'll do it that way.
Alright, so you head out and around, coming in... Oh, hang on a sec. Coming in kind of in the area over here. And give me a survival check at disadvantage, but advantage, so a wash. 14. Yeah, so looking around with your passive perception, you do pick up another trail out here. Luckily, it doesn't seem like a lot of things are moving around out here, and you do find a pack of humanoids that looks similar to the ones that you left. And as you're moving into the woods, are you trying to be stealthy?
Yeah, I guess I can be kind of stealthy when we get there.
Alright, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
6.
Alright, so as you all are sneaking north, everyone would hear horse hooves. And you would see Duranu coming through the trees.
See, he's here. Let's just get this party started.
Unfortunately, you were not the only ones who heard him.
Oh,
Where's Fluffy?
she's dead.
You would hear angry rumbling coming from the north.
I swear to God, that's not me. I swear to God, I ate before we came. That's not my belly.
So go ahead and pull yourselves onto the middle of the map.
Okay.
Can I whisper to Shannon Patrick? Looks like we have our bait.
No, they don't know that we're here though, right? So we could maybe get the drop on them in exchange.
No. Well, they heard Duranu. No one is stealthing yet. Well, I guess you were kind of stealthing.
I'm honestly surprised it wasn't me, but sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys get yourselves on the map like that?
I thought we rolled like
if you pick up your token and pull it from the journal onto the map, you'll just pop in. Although you should be there already, I believe.
Shan's
Oh
over
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. I see. Hey,
But-
guys.
So from the north, ogres approach. Give me initiative rolls.
Oh no.
Me.
Why is my initiative always so good?
Is that bad?
Like,
Wow.
no,
Holy shit.
the initiative is good, but my stealth is always bad. Like, I don't get it.
Because you're in heavy armor, that's why.
All right,
Hey,
so
you can always just learn pass without
honest-
trace.
honestly, no, I don't think so.
I don't think Pass Without Trace is a cleric ability. Is
No,
it?
it isn't. No, if it is, it isn't in my list.
I mean, I could look into it, but so yeah, ogre is approaching. Dorano, you were first to act. So as you're riding up, apparently you were discovered. What do you want to do?
Where's Fluffy? No? Okay.
That's his first question. Where's Fluffy? All right, so you summon Fluffy with a action.
Action.
Yeah. So Fluffy happily hisses as she reappears in the map, giving no one dirty looks. Maybe.
Huh.
She loves me. Okay.
That's
I
my
gave
turn.
her- I give her so many
Right.
scratches.
Patchwork.
Can I see any of the ogres clearly? Like,
Oh yeah, I mean you see, well you don't see them as clearly because there's a bunch of trees, but you hear them for sure rumbling and moving south in the north area.
so, but if I move, can I see one of them without cover?
You'd probably have to like get to this area because they would all have cover right now, except maybe this one who's running through the grass area.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, go ahead and drag it onto the map.
I,
Oh, and mark yourselves with your weapons if you have
yeah,
armor or shields and swords.
yeah, I do have a shield. Let me where's the shield?
Shield is this icon.
Yeah, I found it, yeah. Is it gone again? Or...
I got it.
Okay.
Shield and sword. Those are the icons in case, you need to know. So you summon the spiritual weapon. Where are you putting it?
Oh god, this is a mess. Let me... well, I can put it 60 feet away. So...
Yeah, up to 60 feet.
I'll never get used to roll 20, I swear. Okay, that worked.
Yeah.
Now...
So that lasts for a minute, so I'll put a timer on you for that. Anything else?
I'm gonna put this like about here.
Yep. So you still have your action and your movement.
Well, no, a spiritual weapon is an action to cast.
It's a bonus action.
Well, it's I thought casting it was an action and then moving it.
Oh, did you move it too? Yeah, that would be well, no, it wouldn't be an extra action. You still have your action and you have your movement. And you are out of time, so I need an answer
Yeah,
quick.
then I'm gonna
You
move
cast
here
it
so I
within
can see better. Yeah, and I'm gonna wait.
Cast it. You can
Okay.
cast it within 60 feet, can't you?
Yeah,
Alright, so this ogre goes. He is roaring, running south. 10, 20, 25, 30. He gets to here. Difficult terrain slowing him down. He's going to dash this way, going 20 feet, ending his turn. This one, 20, 30, 40. Dashes south. Again, the trees are slowing him down. He's roaring. Shan. What do you want?
Can I move over here?
Yes. So if you move through anyone or through a tree, it's difficult terrain. Otherwise, it's normal movement.
Okay, so I can go here. All right. Yeah, I would rather go farther, but that's about it. I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Alright, so you dodge, preparing for their charge. Again, this guy is kind of slow, trying to get through the trees. So he gets to there. And then to here. And this guy gets to here. I forgot to give him another 20. The one out here is going to run the full 40 south. And he sees Duranu on the horse. And he goes, oh, horsey. So 10, 20, 30, to about here into the trees. Quentin.
Okay. So do that one. Oh, come on. No, I know why you're not doing it, because you're on that. Alright, to that one, I'm going to do create bonfire.
Alright, so go ahead and drag a 5-foot spell effect onto the map where you're putting your bonfire.
Spell effect. A cube, I think it is. Okay. Yes. There, on him.
Alright,
Burning him.
so that's on his turn, right? When you cast the spell. Alright, so he has to do it right now. So he's going to make a dex save as there's suddenly an explosion of fire. And he has to get out of the way. He does not, and he is burned for, what is it, 1d8? 1d8 fire damage.
Yeah. So he takes 5.
Let me just check something. Alright, so he takes 5 damage. And the area is set ablaze. As the wooded area would be considered flammable. Anything else, Quentin?
Yeah, I'm gonna run further back. I'm gonna run this way over here, and that's it. Oh, I need to concentrate.
New round, no one.
Well, I should be the last in the initiative, not.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's your turn. It's not new round yet.
Yeah.
Did it? Wait, what did it do? That's weird. Why did it put you there? Okay, well, go ahead. You can go. I'm not sure why it did that.
Yeah, I don't know either. Oh, and maybe you started the combat before I got my initiative in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna activate my blade song.
Okay. So go ahead and mark yourself with the blade song.
My turn. I'm gonna draw my dagger.
Okay.
Going to hide behind a tree.
Do you see now why we need frontliners?
They're running away.
I'm gonna do that too.
So where are you going to hide? Back there. 5, 10, 20. You'd probably only get to about here with the difficult terrain if you're trying to move 30 feet. Because yeah, any square with tree in it is going to be double movement.
Well, again, I have 40 feet of movement.
Okay, so then you could get one more to like here if you want.
As
Yeah.
long as I can hide behind a tree.
Yeah, so go ahead and give me a stealth check as your action. Was Blade Song an action? No, right?
Yep.
Blade Song's a
Right.
bonus action.
Okay. So that is it for you. New round now.
Oh, I
Duranu.
did something.
You're up, Duranu. What do you want to do? You muted?
I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna shoot
How fast
Best
does your
ogre.
horse go?
60 feet.
Alright,
Oh, I'm surrounded by 3 ogres.
I think you would want to... You can only get to here with the difficult terrain, unless I'm miscalculating that. 'Cause of
Okay,
the-
so the branches of the trees also count as difficult terrain. It's not just the trunks.
Yeah, anything where there's a picture in the square is basically difficult terrain.
The horse can dash, right?
Oh wow, did that second part just like not be part of the whisper? That's interesting. Sorry about that.
I believe the horse can dash. The mounted rules are escaping me. Let me see.
Well, we'll do what I'm actually doing, and then I'll move where I need to move. It doesn't really make too much sense. Hunter's mark on this guy, and then a sharpshooter shot.
Let me just check something.
Oh, let's tick that box.
Ugh. Yeah, I always forget the mount rules.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Does an 18 hit?
Yes. So an 18 would strike. Firing at this one, you said? The one north of you?
This one, because I hexed him.
Okay.
Didn't hex him, 100 marked him. So that is 20 damage plus a d6. 22 damage.
22. All right. So you fire at the ogre, who takes a shot to the chest, though he's still looking pretty healthy. Could you add your pet to the initiative order?
It acts on my initiative, but yeah, sure.
Doesn't it take its turn after yours, or does it actually act on yours?
It uses my initiative counteract after my turn, but yeah, okay.
Does it get a turn, or does it just act on your turn? They always change these around.
Acts immediately after my turn.
Yeah, so go ahead and add him to the initiative count and just put him at 20.16, just so I can have him on there. But Patchwork, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna attack this one with my spiritual weapon.
Alright, so you use your spell to swipe at him. That's the spiritual
How
weapon.
do I roll damage for that?
Well, you have to roll attack first.
Alright, how do we just do a d20?
You should have
I don't know
a
how.
macro for it.
For what?
So on your sheet, didn't you use spiritual weapon before?
Yeah.
So on your sheet, one of your macros should be for the spiritual weapon. If you click that button,
Oh,
it
yeah.
should do an attack.
Yeah. Right.
So 9
Yep, nope.
would... I think that would still hit, actually.
That would hit?
Yeah, these things
Okay.
aren't well armored. Oh, no, they do have hide armor, so no, 9 would miss. So yeah, the
no.
spiritual weapon flies at him, but he sort of ducks to the side. So that's your bonus action.
Okay, then I'm gonna move. Wait, I need to check how far I can go. Yep. I'm gonna move here because I'm not feeling safe with 3 ogres around me. And the same one I attacked just now, I would like to fire a guiding bolt at.
Oh, word! I love guiding bolt.
Alright, so you chant shooting a guiding bolt up at this one. Go ahead and give me an attack roll for that. Oh, crit. Nice.
Oh jeez. Okay. How...
So you
Okay.
spend a first level spell firing a guiding bolt.
Do I actually... About game rules, do I have to say what level? Because I didn't...
If you don't say, then it's considered default. So it was
okay.
it would be first
Too
level.
bad.
Yeah, you'd have to say that before you attacked.
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty good though.
Yeah,
Ooh,
guiding bolt is awesome.
29 damage. Alright, so the ogre is struck directly in the chest as he is lit
Yeah.
up. Advantage
This
to the
one.
next attack. Anything else?
The next person who attacks him now has advantage.
Yep. Is that it for you?
Yeah, I can't do much more.
Alright, so this ogre is going to get out of the bonfire. Running to here. He's going to pull a javelin off his back.
Oh no.
And
No.
Shan, everyone's out of range except Shan. You're dodging though, so
Yep.
you would have disadvantage. Nope, natural 1, so you just kind of sidestep as it flies past. This ogre here is going to go kind of around the trees, 20, 30, 5 feet. He comes charging at you with a club raised. 13 would miss you as you sidestep.
Wait. Oh, that's on me. Yeah,
Shan.
Did you get my little message?
Yes, about the greatsword.
Yeah, about what happens specifically when I do it. It was just a flavor thing. I figured it might be cool since I'm a fighter and I can't do anything crazy.
Do you mean like magically?
Yeah, but like it wouldn't have any in-game effect. Like if
You would have to have magic to do something like that, even, or you would have to research a way to make your sword do something like that. Even though it's just for flavor, it would still have to be a magical effect, which I don't think you would have naturally.
there was a thing in my backstory about it, but
Let's talk about it later. I can look into it, but for now, let's just do the normal thing with the greatsword.
okay. All right, I'm gonna move up here. I can hit him from here, right?
Yeah, you can hit this one.
All right. So with 2 swords, I'm gonna swing at him.
All right.
Let's go do the roll. Wow.
Yeah, 13 would strike as you come at him with your weapons.
And I don't know if it's doing the. Never mind. I'll worry about that later. Okay, so 13 hits and then damage. Right?
Alright, so you cut into him. Oh, were you doing a Great Weapon Master attack?
I think it did. Yeah, so it did it automatically, right?
What's your strength?
Plus plus 3. No, plus 4. Sorry.
So no, it didn't take into account the -5, so that would miss, unfortunately, because that would put you at 8, and that would not be enough. So he would sidestep as you swing angrily.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope, that's my turn for now.
Alright, the ogre to the north is going to come down this way. 20, 30, 40. And he is actually going to try to throw a javelin at Patchwork with disadvantage. Luckily, you would block it.
Oh, it's so nice to have an AC over 11.
So this one moves 40 feet through the trees. He is going to... odd or even, Doranu?
Odd.
Alright, he's going to throw a javelin at your horse.
Sure.
Oh, see. That poor horse.
Luckily, I think he missed. 9 would not be enough. Just barely. So the horse kind of like rears back as the javelin comes flying past him. That is it for him. No one.
I'm gonna throw a dagger. I'm gonna throw my dagger at the orc.
Ogre.
Order.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Alright, so he does not... He did not see you, so you do have advantage on this throw.
13.
Yes, 13 would strike, as he is hit in the side with a dagger. And Fluffy would growl as you add... What type of damage?
6
Lightning.
piercing.
Lightning to the dagger. Alright, so 2 lightning and 6. Do you have sneak attack? 7. 9 points of damage. The ogre would immediately look towards you and raise its club, changing direction. Though you did wound it. Looks like it's below half.
I'm going to come around here and hide again as a bonus action.
Alright, so you move 40 feet through the brush, trying to hide. Go ahead, give me a stealth check. Or wait, oh yeah, roguish action. Yeah, you can do that. So you disappear into the bushes. You do have roguish action, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Level, yeah, okay.
I do.
Anything else?
Nope, that will end my turn.
Quentin.
Right.
You're still in...
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'll draw another dagger.
I don't... Well, yeah, you can, because you had it in your hand. So that's fine, you draw another dagger. Quentin, you are still in fox form. The ogres don't seem to be too concerned with you right now, anyway.
I only have 2 hours of the fox form, so it wouldn't have worked to have dropped out of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. So yeah, you, what do you want to do?
Alright, cool. I will do Wither and Bloom.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want a 10-foot radius is what I want. So do you, and then roughly we are going to target it like this to hit the 2 ogres, and if Shen's took any damage, they can re-roll a hit dice.
She has not yet, so I don't think she's going to want to roll any hit dice.
What happens is they just make a DC Constitution saving throw of 15.
Yes, that take away the advantage thing from Guiding Bolt.
No, it's not an attack, so this wouldn't take Guiding Bolt's advantage.
Because I want to attack that one.
Oh, so I'm rolling a con save too, right?
No, Wither and Bloom, he can choose it not to actually affect you. So the first ogre would fail, taking 4 necrotic. The second ogre is going to try to resist. Wow. Nope, he would fail too. So he takes some 4 damage. So they are both withered. And luckily, Shan, the energies around you bloom. So you, I assume you don't want to spend a hit dice, though.
No.
Yeah, so, yeah, you just feel kind of tingly.
Then, bonus action... No, not yet. I'll just run down south 30
Yeah.
feet.
The ogres are not happy about that. One of them yells something in giant and points at Quentin. Which I guess Duranu, he yells, Shaman! Smash! And that's it for Quentin, I assume?
Yeah.
Alright, so Duranu.
Turn.
Yeah, this is kind of an old map. I don't use the sideways graphics anymore, but unfortunately the trees make it kind of weird to do difficult terrain.
That's fine.
I should probably just redraw it.
Sharpshooter shot.
Alright, so you take aim. But a 2 is not going to be enough. And the arrow just flies past him through the trees.
Oh, 15 feet of movement to dismount.
Okay.
Well, then go there.
Give me an animal handling check.
Sure.
Alright, the horse, untrained in combat, is going to freak out and run. I guess only 20 feet. Alright, so he is just freaked out. That's true, he did just move. That's it for Duranu. Fluffy runs over there, alright. Does Fluffy see no one? What's his passive perception? I guess he'd kind of know where she went. That's fine, because he saw her run over there. Patchwork.
Yeah. So, there's the one glowing ogre.
I think the glowing goes away now, right? Because it's still your next turn.
Wait.
Or could you link the description? I forget if it's...
Yeah, the end of my... Yeah, until the end of my next...
the
end of my next turn.
So it's still going for now. At the end of your turn, it goes away.
So, guiding bolt level 2. Let's see if I can hit them.
This guy again?
Yeah, the one that's still glowing, because I want to use that advantage.
Yeah, you got advantage. Yeah, 21 will strike him.
Yeah, let's see what level 2 does.
Alright, so you spend a level 2 slot, sending radiant energy for 24. Ouch. That would badly wound him. He is near death. But still alive. Anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
So remember, any tree area is difficult. So that would slow you down. So that would, you could get like to here. Or I guess here would be 30. One more.
Okay, yeah. But I'm trying to confuse them a bit. I'm going to go over here.
Okay.
And I can move my spiritual weapon as a bonus, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I can move it 20 feet.
And attack, I believe.
Yeah.
Move and attack?
So yeah, you can move it here and attack the guy. Or you want to move it here?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, and attack this one.
All right, go for it. Shoot, shoot, shoot. The spiritual weapon flies through the air.
I'm gonna run away, pull the spiritual weapon my direction as I'm running, and try to hit him in the back of the head.
15 would definitely hit him. Wow.
Okay, then.
That would be 17, wouldn't it? Because isn't that the one with the...
10 force damage to the back of the head.
Yeah, 17. Alright, so it smashes him, caving in his skull.
Way! First one down!
Anything else?
No, I can't do anything else. My turn is done.
Alright, so this one fumbles through the trees. He is gonna come over to where his buddy was and attack Shan with the flank.
Oh, so that gives him an advantage, huh?
It gives him +2. I do flank as +2. But 22 I think would get you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are smacked with a great club for 15 bludgeoning. Ouch. So
I'm like bloodied now.
yeah, if you
Right.
go to half health, they can't see your health, so you want to mark yourself with this if you go to half or below. If you go to a third or below, there's this one, near death, just so your party kind of knows your condition.
Okay.
Do you know how to change your health on the token?
No.
So you can do it on the token or in your sheet. The token's easier. If you click on the token, you'll see like 3 circles appear.
Oh, right.
If you just click on the green one and type minus or plus and the amount of HP to adjust, it'll do the math for you.
Okay.
The red one is your temp HP. Alright, so yeah, Shan took a hit from the ogre. This ogre, angered by Quentin's spells, and seeing Duranu there with the bow, is going to try to rush Duranu, giving you an Oppie, Shan, if you want to take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Although
This
that
is gonna be-
might anger him if you do.
I'll take the risk. I'm gonna go ahead and do the great weapon.
Ooh.
Actually, before, can I? I guess I should have figured this out before. If I throw precision attack on there, can I do it?
Yes. So I believe because you're a battle master, right?
Right.
So precision can be used after you make the roll, if I remember correctly. Go ahead and link the precision dice. You should be able to link the description. When you make a weapon attack, roll against a creature before or after making the attack roll. You just have to do it before you roll damage. So yeah, if you want, you can use a precision dice, because you're at 6 right now, or 7. Because you get -5, plus 6 is 13. Yeah, that would strike. So you spend a superiority dice as you roar and swing.
Slash. 2 hits.
Oof, 23. Yeah. So that definitely gets his attention. And when you spend a reaction, you usually use this symbol.
Okey-doke.
So he stops turning around towards you and letting out a ferocious roar.
And I give him the finger.
As he gives you a great club in the face. Oh, I think he hit you. Unless you got something to prevent that.
I wish I did.
Alright, luckily it isn't too bad. Side swipes you for 7. But that puts you near death. Oh, you're not looking good. So, yeah, he kind of clips your shoulder. You think he may have broken your arm, but maybe not. You're in intense pain. So that's it for him. Shan, what do you want to do?
And Shan, you would think, might be scared at this point, but actually kind of grinning through the blood a little bit. That's pouring down, so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to hit this guy
Okay.
again.
So you swing. Yeah, 18 would strike.
Well, it's going to be great weapon, sorry. I
Oh, you have to make sure you say that before the attack. But
I
I'll,
click to this. Okay.
if you what a lot of people do is they'll make a great weapon macro that'll actually just factor that in. Then you just click on that instead of the normal attack, and it'll.
Oh, huh. I thought that would do it. I guess not. I'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Probably tick the box for the damage, but above that there should be a global attack modifier box as well that you need to tick.
Yeah, like if you look at how Duranu does it, because he does basically the same thing with Sharpshooter. You can set it up so it'll do the calculation in there. But sure, 13 will strike as you swing, and until you set up, just let me know before you attack. So 16 damage, and he is wounded.
I mean, you know what?
Action surge.
I'm an action surge.
Oh, all right. So you start moving quicker.
And this is going to be another action, or is it going to be another great weapon?
Oh, crit. Nice. There it is. Yeah, see, it did it there. So, yeah, 21 critical will strike. Oh. 21 damage. Yeah, you cut his head right off. As he just falls over dead.
Can I do like the thing, 2 swords on both sides of his head and then just scissor?
Sure. You spin around and cut it right off.
And then I'll just go ahead and second wind for good measure.
All right. So that ogre is dead. The one in the trees is gonna see Fluffy and turn around, rushing up. Then, being next to no one, he will see you because you lose cover.
God damn it, Fluffy.
He's gonna swing at no
I
one.
love you.
I love
I
you,
love
Fluffy.
You. I love you, Fluffy.
Luckily, you jump back as the club hits the ground, sending dirt flying everywhere, and he roars at you. But that's it for him. No one.
Alright. I'm going to do a. I'm gonna do another dagger attack.
Okay. Why is this not working? I hate Roll20 sometimes. Alright, you know what?
That's my. No,
Fine.
no, that's wrong. 15 to hit.
By the way, there is a raging fire up here.
I'll go with it in a minute.
Alright, so you attack 15. Yeah, that's going to strike. So you do 5 and 6 and sneak attack. So 11 and sneak attack. 15 damage as you stab his hand. And he is actually near death.
Okay, I am going to. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna stay where I am. I think it's fine.
Alright, Quentin.
Weren't there 4 ogres, or can I just not see one right now?
There's 2 dead ones there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
won't be
I'm
able-
seeing 2 dead ones and 1 alive one, but there were 4, I think.
Shan's been
Yeah,
doing
there's-
some work.
That one and 2 under. There's 2 there in the same space.
Ah, alright, okay. Yeah, I can't see that, thanks.
Yeah, I can't do anything. I won't get in range to do anything to that one, so I'm just gonna cast Speak with Animals on myself and tell Darrenu's horse to come here.
Did you take the 7 damage, Shan?
Yes, I did, but I action surged as part of my. I mean, second winded as part of my.
Oh,
action surge. See that right there?
yeah. Second wind is a bonus action. Alright, I must have missed that. Yeah, you should be fine then, I think. Right? Yeah, because you didn't use a bonus action. Okay. So Quentin, you
Speak with
cast.
Animals
Yeah.
and get Darrenu's horse like, come here, it's alright, just come here.
Give me an
So I can't
animal handling check. Because he looks like he's ready to run. I'll let you use persuasion or animal handling. Alright. So he is kind of moving through the brush trying to get away, but you would calm him. And he's sort of still freaking out, like kicking and bucking, but yeah, he's not running anymore.
Oh, that's cool. And I will just wait there.
Alright, Daranu.
Shoot the ogre again.
Alright, so you take aim at the ogre who's swinging at Karen. Yeah, 14 will hit him. So as he is about to strike at no one again, an arrow goes through his head. And he just falls over. And the group is victorious.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Big
I-
Mac
I-
DM.
So Shan is like covered in blood, breathing hard.
I was
But,
about to say, I immediately run over to Shan and cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Yeah, she took some nasty hits. Luckily, it doesn't look like she's taken any serious wounds. Just
Still,
After Darrenu's horse has come to me, I'm going to walk up and do control
I'm
flame and
hella
quench
worried.
the fire. I'm going to
Plus-
quench the fire with control flames.
plus, I get a plus for Disciple of Life. That's 4 additional hit points.
So
Alright.
11 plus 4?
Wonder why
So
it's
it's
not. Why is it not
it's 9.
minusing the spells when you cast? It's weird.
Yeah, I'm doing it manually so far. So now I have 0 second level and 3 first level.
Alright.
That tracks.
Yeah, it's just weird it's not
so
doing it
Shan-
normally.
Yeah, Shan, you get 19 back.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Patchwork.
You're welcome.
I think that overhealed me.
Did you put Hunter's
Yeah.
Mark on Shan? Alright. So you would, Shan, you would feel yourself affected by some sort of nature energies as Duranu transfers his hunter mark to you.
Kind of look around, still holding both swords, and just kind of like trying to see if there's any that we missed.
Quick question, Quentin. Link the spell you're using to try to get this bonfire thing under control.
He's preventing forest fires.
Yeah.
So this spell slot problem I've noticed is when I cast a spell but miss and don't roll attack, this spell slot won't be subtracted.
Oh,
but
like
if
you...
if I summon my spiritual weapon, every time I roll damage with the spiritual weapon, it takes one spell slot, even though it shouldn't.
Yeah, so you might need to make a macro for... Yeah.
I'm doing that manually so far.
I'm going to go and shout at the flames to help Quentin.
You're just shouting at the fire?
Yeah, I'm shouting at the fire, which is causing it to dim.
Are you like Dovahkiin?
Yeah.
Alright, so you start shouting at the fire using thaumaturgy, and strangely enough, it is working. So the two of you working together dim the... I assume you're putting your bonfire out, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm using control flame to, because I have to do it like on a 5-foot cube, so I'm kind of like multi-casting it, just doing little bits.
Alright, so...
My spiritual weapon would also go at this point.
Yeah. So the fire is put out. There was some smoke from that. Not a lot, but it could have been seen by the fort. You're not sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so what does the group want to do?
Wait, did we get everybody?
I will look around and see if anyone else is hurt, because I still have some spell slots.
Shan, do you have... You said you didn't have knowledge nature, right?
No.
So you're not sure what's going on. You do feel a little bit odd, but you don't know... it feels odd to you, but you don't know exactly what it is. Looking around, though, you don't see anyone else.
In your head, you hear, that's me.
Are you telepathic?
What the... So yeah, you just suddenly hear a voice in your head.
I tried to password. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
That voice. It said that's me.
Oh yeah, I think that's Saranu. He does that.
he can speak telepathically.
Yeah.
Which, without Arcana knowledge, you might not even know what that is. I mean, the ability to do like telepathic and magical stuff is not common in the world. As a mercenary, you may have encountered magic users. Generally, you hope you don't have to fight them because, yeah, unless you have a magic user or you have Arcana knowledge, you would have, like, you don't know how any of their stuff works. And it's always like, roll the dice, like what might happen if you encounter a wizard. The good thing is they're pretty easy to kill once you get past their magic. So yeah, you'd probably be a little bit freaked out.
Okay,
he can talk in other people's heads. He does that. That's normal for him for some reason.
Well, okay. If it's one of your friends, then I guess I shouldn't worry about it. I'm gonna put my swords up.
No, you definitely still should.
I can't see you right now. You're hiding, right?
No, I'm next to Darren, like, after extinguishing, I'm going through the ogre bodies to find what they've got, but I've rolled a 2, so I find dead ogres.
Well, I mean, you probably wouldn't have to roll to search them. They have their stuff in little pouches. Although the pouches, they don't smell good. As you're going through them, there's like a bunch of weird, like, dirt and could be poop, you're not sure. You find there are some coins in the dirt poop, as well as weird things like little animal bones, and it might be like a 3-week-old like piece of deer that you might have just forgotten about.
Nope, I'm not getting that stuff out. If I think that's poop, that's staying in there.
Quinn's like, nope. So does anyone want to go through the ogre's belongings?
The only thing that ogres carry are bones and stink. I'll stay right here, thanks.
Alright, so what does the group... Oh, actually, I know we're kind of close to the end, but why don't we do a break? case anyone needs to use the restroom. So, like 5 to 10 minute break, and I'll be back.
Okay.
All right.
That was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
actually, what I forgot to mention during the fight, like, the shape of Patchwork's spiritual weapon is like a staff with a like kind of crooked end, like shepherds have.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
made out of the same golden-ish discolored metal that she is, and it's like glowing golden from within.
Oh yeah, very cool. In
So
fact,
kind of steampunky.
yeah, it killed one of them already. That was cool. In fact, I think you killed that one all by yourself.
Yep.
That was
All by
amazing
myself.
Patchwork. Holy
Was-
crow.
Yeah.
Patchwork will just hit in Patchwork's head. I guess you're now a murderer too.
She
Do not
shrugs.
do that to our sweet little robot.
You don't know.
Darenu, how dare you?
You don't know.
How dare you, Darenu? Don't listen to him. He's just a cynical little camper.
Well,
Only
I
Patchwork
have killed people. That's I can't
okay.
deny that.
I've killed a lot of people too.
Well, I
Only
haven't killed a
Patchwork
lot
knows
of
that.
people, but I have killed before.
But yes, Shan, that was very impressive.
Yeah, I was about to say that was great fight.
Thank you. Yes, I've done this for a long time, and well, you know, the ogres they're more like shock troops. They're not really the best fighters that you can put on the field.
Yeah.
But yes, good fight.
So now I know I could win against one of them with enough distance, but definitely not 4.
We call that the
I
kite
killed-
strategy.
I think I killed 2 or 3 of them. How many did I kill yesterday? 2.
Oh no, it was like 3
2.
days ago, wasn't it?
No, it was only like 1 or 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Quentin, sweetheart,
What?
can I talk to you over here for a sec?
Yeah, fine.
I can pull him off to the side. Listen. The bonfire was a good idea. However, you were very close to starting a forest fire, which would have, hopefully the camps didn't see the smoke, but we are trying to keep a little bit of a lower profile, and I think sending up smoke signals, alerting people of where we are, would be a bad thing.
Yeah, no, I didn't think it was going to set the forest ablaze, to be honest.
Fire tends to set things on fire.
Yeah, no, I know, but I didn't think it would set the trees on fire that fast.
Says the druid.
It says the druid who used it to burn down the tower. Yeah.
I would just be cautious when you're using fire in a forested area, especially since we're trying to be a little bit, undercover, trying not to get noticed.
It was that, or I turn into a glowing flying thing. I think the smoke is a bit more normal in a forest than a flying person.
You've turned it. No. You've turned into other things that are less pronounced.
Yeah, no, I only have one of that at the minute, and I wasn't risking that getting beat the shit out of, and then me getting crushed.
Okay, I'm just maybe suggesting there are other options than perhaps setting the place on fire.
Next time I'll do a thunder wave, like thunder, and just and blast them back. What?
Quentin,
what?
You're being defensive. I'm just giving you some tips.
I'm genuinely saying I can do thunder wave next time and thunder and blast them back.
No, we don't want thunder. If we don't want fire, to alert the people that we're trying to hide from, then we certainly don't want a loud noise.
Maybe I shouldn't
Okay.
shout at fires to put them out then.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's all I can kind of
I'll talk to
do.
Daranu as well, but this was just just a pointer,
I get it, but the problem is like my go-to thing wouldn't have worked because ogres are strong and it's not going to stop them. Because I did entangle, which would have, but that wouldn't have worked. So I kind of was working with what I had.
Okay, yeah, no, like, I'm just telling you, for the future, maybe setting the forest that we're fighting in on fire would be a bad thing. And
Yeah,
alerting,
okay.
and could alert the other camps to our presence, which we don't want.
Okay.
All right, I'm back.
I get it.
All right. Thank you. And I give him like a pat on the shoulder. Otherwise, good job today.
Yeah.
And then I'll go and pull Daranu aside. Listen, Daranu, yelling at the fire when we're trying to be sneaky and stealthy is probably not the best thing to do.
What do you like, group mom?
Yep.
Yes.
Aaron is.
Full mom mode.
Okay, she's Trisha, so Trisha's not mom. Trisha's Arcee.
And yeah, you should be at 36, Shan. You were correct. So yeah,
Karen will just say something to Fluffy in Draconic, and then Fluffy will just walk away from Karen.
Karen is just too powerful.
I'm sorry, Raven. Did you
use-
say something? I didn't catch it.
yeah, your HP should be 36.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so you
Can I
can
use
change it.
perception to see if we've got anyone coming in to investigate that fire?
You don't see anyone yet. Looking around, the forest seems empty, though it's pretty dense, so it might take them a while to get there if they're coming. What does the group want to do? You would guess it's probably around 1 o'clock now.
Isn't that almost time for when we have to raid that
If
camp?
we're going to do anything, I at least need a short rest.
No, that's 3:30 to 4.
Yes,
we have, like,
she is correct.
Couple hours.
Well,
So
I
why don't
miscribed
we,
this time. I wrote it down.
She's
So why
she's
don't
on it.
Why don't we leave this immediate area, go a little bit deeper into the forest, take a bit of a breather, and then move on to hit the camp.
Quick question: how do we want to get into the camp first?
Shan, do they know that you defected?
I can't imagine how they would. So I'm going to say no. Which means maybe I could.
I'm thinking, why don't you and I go into the camp pretending that we're there for either reinforcements or to switch out guards. Like perhaps there was some sort of scheduling error.
I can do that.
And
I'll have
then-
you know I'm not much of an actor though.
Oh, I'll help you with that. And I know a little bit about the Iron Tide's whole patrol schedule system.
Okay.
And if you're gonna have a problem because you scratched out those marks, I might be able to fix them.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I do have mending. That might work.
Yes. As dramatic as that sentiment was with the whole scratching out the symbol, it is quite useful, actually.
I'll just give him Greaves. Captain Greaves symbol to put over it.
Graves. Yeah. So you pull out the symbol from your bag. This one you know is a captain symbol, because you've seen them before, Shan. It's usually kind of worn either like as part of like leather armor. Sometimes it's worked into a breastplate or just worn around the neck. This one you'd have to probably attach to your armor or make it into some kind of necklace.
Impersonating a captain. I don't know if that would work. They know me over there, and they know I'm not a captain.
Oh, but I can be a captain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, do that.
I've been a captain before.
Patchwork, will you try mending this insignia?
Yeah, I will try and cast mending.
All right,
You've already got a set of captain's armor, though, don't you? No one?
Yeah, I have captain's armor.
which captain's armor do you have?
I have no idea. It was just like captain armor that I pulled from the storage cage. Like I stole it from the storage cage. So I have no idea.
They probably would have put that back when you were caught, though.
It was in the bag of holding.
Oh, okay. I think you all also. I don't know if you took the breastplate because you defeated one captain in the slave thing.
Aranu has it.
So you might have a set already. But yeah, sure. The armor that you have does belong to a captain who's still alive. Just let you know, no one, because yeah, you stole it. Although, granted, the armors aren't marked with identification, so.
Well, and I've been a captain before. Like I've pretended to be a captain before, so I'll probably just be that captain.
So who's casting mending? Go ahead and link it.
Sweet.
So you touch the armor, and after some time, because it takes a minute to cast, you would see the magic start to work, and the lines you scratched in start to be undone, and the symbol's whole again.
Well, that's pretty cool. Although, you know, I was getting used to not wearing this emblem.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was. I wasn't sure if it was gonna work because this spell doesn't work on like larger things, so sometimes it can be a bit tedious to fix larger scratches. I would know.
A cool trick all the same. That means I'm ready. Actually, I could do with a short rest. I don't know about the rest of you.
I think the half plate is the captain's armor. I believe they. Let me take a look. I can just look that up. Captains.
We took it off the captain.
Yeah, they have half plate.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do have a set of captain's armor. It's kind of bloody, but yeah, you have it. So yeah, what do you all want to do?
So shall we head towards the camp?
I say we leave this immediate area, just in case they come looking for us.
You would guess that they didn't see the smoke since no one showed up by now.
Okay, in that case, we should probably take a short rest.
Okay. Short rest.
You short resting here?
I just want to know if you wanted me to do any digging. I'd rather do it now and then short rest.
Get away first and then take short rest.
Okay.
We'll need immediate digging, per se. Like I said, I think if Shen and I go into the camp, we can convince them to, especially if it's a shift change, convince them there's been some sort of error. We could probably send a couple of their troops back to the main base, and then we'll just open up the front gates for you guys.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to know now. So we're short resting.
Yeah, you're attempting to. Give me a second, though.
Hey, Darren, are you still annoyed at Karen for not coming back for like 3 days when she said she'd only be 1? This is away from everyone.
I was never annoyed at Karen for not coming back.
Really? You sat there silently after she came back and didn't speak.
So?
You don't never speak. At least you don't sit there brooding.
So sorry, I was reading something. Are you taking your rest here, or are you moving?
I'd
I
say
say
we should
here.
move.
Oh, okay.
Might want to move to like up here or maybe here.
Get closer.
Yeah, away from the smoke and closer. Yeah.
Alright, so you are moving through the woods, trying to get away. How close do you want to get to the camp?
Because we want to take a bit of a short rest. But then we do want to get closer.
Alright, so you want to try to camp here?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, so you sit down in the forested area, start resting.
I'll just
you go ahead.
keep watch whilst they're resting. I don't need to.
Okay, so while you're resting, about maybe 30 minutes into the rest, you would see a group of orcs, possibly hunters, moving along the edge of the woods. You don't think they've seen you. It looks like there are 4 of them.
Actually, don't move.
You're gonna try to hide?
Are we trying to hide or do we want to move?
I think if we move, we'll alert them.
Alright.
They are a decent distance away. So they might not notice you, but yeah, it would definitely be safer to stealth.
Alright, I'll hide.
Hiding.
Alright, so you try to kind of...
I will cast Pass Without Trace on us all then.
Oh, alright. So you quickly chant your Pass Without Trace spell as the group is engulfed in the aura.
Everyone gets plus
So-
10 because Pass works.
Yeah. So we roll stealth right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, luckily...
Patrick still rolled higher than me.
Yeah, luckily with the plus 10s, you are all fairly well hidden.
But
Yeah.
this is ogres too.
What?
Rogues are
Are
dead.
those ogres too? I didn't catch that.
Oh,
orcs.
no, they're orcs.
Okay.
So they're kind of moving along the edge of the forest, and they seem to head south this way, but they don't notice you. Go ahead and spend one of your, what is it, 2 daily short rests if you want.
I think it's, you get 2
Yeah,
We have
every level.
limited of those.
Yeah, it's 1 per proficiency, so I think you're at plus 2 right now, so I think you get 2.
I'm gonna do 1 harness divine power and regain 1 first level spell slot.
Alright, and I apologize, I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. Can I ban an inspiration to get a spell slot back?
But after this,
You guys you're all just like brimming with all this inspiration.
well, after today, I'm gonna have 3 inspiration points.
Hey, like
Because
I very rarely get
one
them, so I'm
scribe-
scoring.
1 scribe, 1 MVP, and 1 scribe of today.
Don't brag.
Haha.
I don't get them. I don't get them much. I have to like stock up. I'm like a squirrel storing them.
I have none.
I just
Because I use
oh.
them all the time.
I
I
need
never
them.
get to use them. Because I never need to, because I'm always staying behind, because I'm so not stealthy.
Except you can use those inspirations on your stealth rolls.
Yeah, but Patrick is storing them up for like desperate times.
Uh-huh.
Like Patrick's gonna get all 10 and then burn through them on one stealth check.
Yeah.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah, I'm down to
Wait,
one
what?
second level spell, and I've got 3 first levels, and then I've just got cantrip. Oh god.
Yeah, I have no second level spells left. I only have first level right now.
Those are still
Spell.
good.
All of my spells, and I did not get hit once during that last attack.
I might just
Yeah.
have to. I might have to upfront this and shillelagh the fuck
But,
out of
like-
these people.
Hit an ogre, get a natural 20, do a lot of damage, I get advantage next turn, hit him again, same spell, do like loads of damage, get advantage again, hit him with spiritual weapon, kill. That's I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
One was a crit, right?
Yeah, crit, then advantage,
And then you hit
second
him in
level, and
back
then
of the head.
advantage again. Yeah.
Those guys, I thought those guys were going to be a lot tougher. They were like,
Well, they were probably yeah.
they hit really
they
hard,
are
but they were also
probably-
squishy.
No, ogres aren't that tough.
If I'd had another wild shape, I'd have gone up front and fought. But I was down to 1, and Quentin don't do shit. He's got 1. He's just like, yeah, no, you guys all go ahead. Quentin runs the fuck away.
Yeah, I was so scared that Patrick would get hit constantly because there were like 3 ogres around her, so I retreated as soon as I could.
Trisha tried to be a frontliner once. Never again.
Yeah,
Quentin frontlined once as well, and it burned through his direwolf, and then he ran into trees.
Yeah, Patrick is more like in the middle of the field, and, like she does distance. She can do melee, but she prefers to be in the middle of things so she can run to heal people.
what's your HP like, Patchwork?
35, I think. Wait,
Okay.
yeah, 35. I have good constitution, but it could be better.
Oh, is that like a 14 in Constitution?
No, 16. She's warforged.
Oh, that's right. Blitz 2.
Yeah, I should probably put more on my dexterity or wisdom next time. I get it.
Once you've got armor on, there's no point going past
Yep.
14 because it's only a +2.
With
Yeah,
medium,
that's what that's why I put the 14 in dexterity and not the other way around. Yeah, right. Oh no, that's only AC, but stealth because of stealth and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So I'm kind of torn between because I don't want to fix my charisma. That makes no sense for me. I have -1 for charisma.
Yeah, me too.
So either
Wisdom.
dexterity, constitution, or wisdom.
What?
But we're good for wisdom. Looks like.
Yeah, but I want to do more damage and hit more accurately.
Patrick's also goes off wisdom for everything as well, so it's kind of like both of us need it, Matt. Luckily, mine is.
But I also want to do constitution for HP and like general
Oh,
resilience.
Right.
But
my constitution's shit.
It's a dumb step for casters. Huh?
Karen's the only non-wisdom caster.
Oh, that's right.
Intelligence, but even my intelligence is mediocre. Karen wasn't built for combat.
What has he got? Like a 14 in intelligence?
All right.
13?
Sorry about that.
13, I think. +1.
Well, I get 10 in intelligence, so
So
I think I got 11.
you
Yeah, but you have to remember that intelligence is my casting modifier, so I have a +1 in that.
sorry, yeah. So you finished your short rest. What do you want to do?
It's time to
So,
do the plan, right?
is
Uh,
it no? Well,
2
It's-
o'clock
it's
now, I
getting
think.
pretty close.
Yeah, it's 2:30ish. Do you want to just pass time until you think it's time?
Yeah.
Head towards, because I've still got half hour left to pass without trace, because they went past at 3:30 and we didn't really move, so I've still got that. So we got half hour. So do you want to get closer whilst I've got half hour of pass without trace for patchwork to stealth?
might make
I don't-
sense.
Yeah, I think as long as you guys are close enough to be able to run into the fort when Shen and I open the doors.
You know what I'm saying? Do you want to go from where we are now to get at least like up around here, whilst I've got my pass without trace going, to get us all in there? Better stealthing.
Yeah, let's do
that
that.
sounds good. And then
All
we're
right.
close enough.
Okay.
So you approach the fort stealthily. Go ahead and give me some checks. Plus
Then we all
10.
still get plus 10.
Let's see if I get above 10. Like with my roll.
Oh, it did the heavy armor this
16.
time. Cool.
32.
Wait, it didn't do it for me. I'm gonna try again.
There you are, 19.
Oh no. Yeah, okay, nah. Still not above 10.
That's
You
still
got
a
above
19.
me.
Uh,
I got 16.
Yeah, I know, but normally.
so luckily, the pass without trace is everyone within 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So luckily, even with the horse and all the animals with you, you are able to get close to the fort. And I assume you're gonna wait here. Do you want to send someone to scout it out? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
All right. So some time is passing. You're still too deep in the forest to see exactly what's going on at the camp. You would probably see the outline of a gate, and maybe a guard who seems to be circling the perimeter, keeping an eye out, and probably a tower with 2 individuals up in it. So it's getting close to the time as you wait here watching. You would see at around, was it 3:30, like was mentioned, a bunch of the orcs and like some scouts would leave the camp, heading south.
Okay. Can I ugh. Sorry,
Do you want to do anything, or are you just going to let them leave?
With my with the with the captain's armor that I have, that medallion, is that is that on a necklace or is it attached to the armor?
Yours is attached to the armor.
Damn it.
Graves is the one who had the necklace, I believe.
And
I think so.
Ophelia
It
has.
was attached to his armor,
Yeah.
but we removed it.
Oh,
Ophelia has
that's
the-
right. So yeah, actually, so that would be that would just be a removed, I guess a patch of some kind. I guess it would be a metal. I'm not sure what that would be called, like when a metal thing is attached to armor.
Yeah, you
Like an
said it was
emblem?
like a
Yeah,
metal-
like an emblem. Yeah,
A
that'd be good word.
nameplate.
Well, it's more like an emblem. It's not like they have their names on their armor.
Oh, come on, that was a pun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like they're not like a fast
Hello.
food joint.
Hello, my name is Orchard.
Yeah. All right, so these
It
guys
was
are going to
the-
leave the
armor
area,
for it, I
heading
suppose.
south.
Right,
Uh,
if you two... Are you two going?
I think so.
Yeah. Can I just have Graves' emblem, around my neck or something? Can I use it as a necklace?
So generally, I know I said they wear them as necklaces, but generally it is attached to their armor. I think I got mixed up. I think the only reason you have Graves is because you took it off his armor.
Yeah, I just want to put on half plate if we're gonna fight. But alright, I'll do it.
You're gonna put on the armor?
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I'm gonna turn into the, I believe the last time I was the watchtower captain.
Yeah. So remember, while you have the armor on, I think because you're not proficient in it, you would have disadvantage to a lot of stuff.
I've disadvantage to a bunch of stuff, and I can't cast spells.
Yeah. Okay.
Might want to
So,
head in there a little early so that you can take that off whilst you're in there.
Yeah, what I'm thinking. So we'll go in a little bit early.
alright, so you're coming out of the woods, approaching the fort?
I'll do my fake magic spell. To turn into, I'll pretend to cast Disguise Self on myself and turn into the Watchtower Captain.
Alright. Well, those of you without Arcana probably wouldn't have any idea if she's actually doing it or not.
That's cool.
Considering
I
I've,
have no idea what happened.
seen her shift when she's not been thought I was looking, and now I've seen her faking it, I have a rough idea that it's not how she normally is.
Yeah, everyone in the group at this point probably knows it's fake except Shan. Maybe. But,
Patchwork does.
Let me roll a deception check.
I don't
no,
think
you
Patchwork's got any reason to question her yet. I've seen her do it while she
Nah.
hasn't been pretending. And
I
she's
don't know.
Well, my insight is alright, but she's also just very trusting.
Rolled a 9 deception. I'm very tired of being a stinky hobgoblin.
you're just like, I'm done with it. Hobgoblins aren't actually that stinky. The hobgoblins...
in ages.
Oh, well,
They
yeah,
have
she's stinky.
They have been camping in a mine for months. They are stinky.
Yeah, but they do have rivers and such that they bathe in sometimes.
So they are like rats. But actually they're kind of clean.
The hobgoblins, they're actually fairly intelligent. They are very tactical compared to like orcs or some of the other ones. But yeah, I mean, some of them are stinky, obviously, but overall they're not as bad as some of the other ones.
Like, I imagine in like normal hobgoblin society, they're perfectly clean. But as a reminder, this is out I'm imagining.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
outdoors, like they're like on the land working.
There's definitely, well, they're not working. The slaves are working, but there's definitely some hobgoblins that are like over time being a soldier, like anywhere, even with baths, you're gonna get stinky.
So what time are Karen and Sean going in then?
We'll go in a little bit early. I think it takes like an hour to don and doff heavy armor or something like that. Doesn't it?
No, it's
an hour?
It's 10 minutes.
The hour is the Warforged thing for integrating armor into their body.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about heavy armor, so
Yeah, so it's 10 minutes to put it on. Give me a moment though to set up this map a little.
Well, it's 11 p.m. and I need to wake up early tomorrow. So
Trying to be subtly tell me
Yeah.
around here.
sorry,
Alright, well,
guys.
here, I'll bring them onto the map just so they can see it. So who went? Shan and no one?
Karen. Yeah.
Karen?
and the watchtower captain.
I don't think I have a token for you for that one, so I'll just keep you in this form.
Yeah, that's fine.
But
Because
yeah,
I need to get up in like 7 hours, so
so you would
Fine.
see the fort over here, in this area. The tower is here, but I'll show you there's 2 hobgoblins up in it. They're not actually outside the gate, but they're up in the tower. And you would see the gate itself is over here. But yeah, so we'll say you're approaching and we'll end here. Let's do MVP votes. So just in case you don't know, that's the command to whisper. You can just put the name of who you'd vote for. I got 2 votes, and we might have a new player next week. Maybe another Iron Tide defector. Everyone's de facto defecting.
Oh my god, Karen's thing of instilling chaos worked.
Yeah, she started a revolution. We have a tie between Shan and Patchwork. So give me a D20 roll, you two. Alright, so Patchwork squeaking out the win there. You are MVP. Congrats.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Good job, everyone. And welcome to the group.
So how many... I have
You got-
4 inspiration now.
Yeah, you get 1 for the scribe and then you get 1 for the vote.
Yeah, if you're scribing, you get 1 for that as well.
I have 4 inspiration. This is broken.
Great,
okay.
you get to burn them all now on stealth.
Yeah. You could burn them all when you get nervous and just keep rolling stealth checks or something. Like, I gotta hide. Alright. Well, I'm going to take some notes, but yeah, feel free to take off or hang out. It's up to you. And yeah, I'll see you all next week.
Oh,
Have fun with your early tomorrow patchwork.
yeah.
See you later.
I managed to get him like a small job, and I have to show people around an apartment because the guy
cool.
that's like renting my apartment to me and my friend needs help because he isn't in the city right now. So I'm volunteering to help out, and I have to get up at 6 a.m.
Yeah. Good luck. I'm
Yep.
not a morning person.
Me neither. Well, have fun. Bye.
See you later.
I've got one as well. See you guys.
Take care.
Toodles.
See ya. Well, that was lots of fun. Did you have fun, Shen?
Yes, I did. Pretty cool. I like what's going on with the chaos in the camp, so it should be good.
Quite exciting. But yeah, no, like Karen just spent the last 3 days, but like
It's a
4
fair few
sessions.
games. Like I said, like fair few.
Like in the
Yeah.
Hobgoblin, the Iron Tide camp.
Oh yeah. Well, that makes sense then.
Uh,
Yeah, that was cool.
Right.
So
Do
yeah,
you want to
no.
fill Shen in on the complicated thing of Karen?
I was putting
So
it
you-
together, right? Like, there's a couple of different personalities going on there.
You talking to me or Karen?
No, I was talking to Karen if she wants to
I
fill.
was gonna say,
Shen
I don't
in.
know if I could fill him in. How would Karen? I'd have to answer that.
Can you repeat that?
So do you want to fill Shen in on your whole Karen's thing, or do you want to leave it for a surprise?
Well, we've discussed it before.
No, I just didn't know if you wanted to tell him or not because it's your story.
Basically, yeah, there's a few personalities there. Basically, she's a changeling, but nobody knows it. Or at least everybody pretty much knows it at this point. I'm not very good at pretending not to be a changeling.
It's useful though. From what we just did, that seemed all like useful stuff.
Oh, it's very useful.